guys. Hello, sorry that took a little bit longer than I thought it was gonna take. But we're here. We have our coffee. I hope it tastes good. All right. Make sure I'm not looking too dusty here. I'm gonna leave my camera off for this part because I do want to look at the shop. So guys, welcome to my live stream. If you don't know who I am, guys, my name is Frank Gallows, and I stream every day or as often as possible, folks. Usually on the weekdays, 8 p.m. Eastern time. That's when you can catch me, folks. Link to my channel in the description of the video if you're watching on YouTube, guys. I thought we'd do something a little different to start off the stream and take a look at the cash app and see if it's predatory or not and see how easy it is to figure out on your own. Yeah, I thought we'd take a look and see because I'll be honest, I don't really look at the cash app here. I hear it's not predatory, right? Saying there's expensive items. These are like $20 outfits at the end of the day, right? As you know, there's some predatory practices on most video games, and one of them is using your money to buy in-game currency, right? So like, the in-game currency will be particularly just for the cash shop, and they do that because they want you to spend a little bit more than you have to, right? Like for example, this, right? $18. Now, I'm not saying this is what the game does by itself because we don't know that yet. But usually, the money will come in packs, right? So it looks like it's these crystal things here, right? And I could be wrong, but it looks like it's called Krista. Right, so you would be buying Krista and then you use the Krista to buy this. That's what I'm getting so far. I don't know the cash shop yet at all. All right, so let's click something like this, right? Now, usually what happens is you can't just buy $18 worth of Krista, right? You would have to buy $20 worth of Krista, so you'd be using two extra dollars, and then you'd have two extra dollars worth of Krista in your account, and you'll be inclined to sell it, to spend it because you have that money there and it's just sitting there. And then lo and behold, there's nothing that costs $2 worth of Krista. Um, with that said, we would have to purchase some Krista, right? Now I'm just assuming. There you go. There is no $18 worth of Krista. Now I could be wrong, and you could just spend cash money, right? I could be wrong because it doesn't say whatever amount of Krista. It is extremely manipulative, right? A lot of I'm not even gonna say a lot of, like, every damn mobile app almost has it, right? For sure, almost every MMO has it like this, where they have some kind of like fake currency. It's made there. It's put there to confuse you and to make things harder, right? Because if you just, I'm more inclined to like just see the price and then be at peace with that, right? Okay, it's $18. Pop that in, pop my account info in there or pop my PayPal, and then of course there's online taxes, right? So you would figure it's like maybe $20, maybe, right? But since it's not, and I would be spending $20 worth of Krista, they would tax me for that Krista as well. So that's extra money that I'm losing buying an $18 costume, which this one I don't like. So, there's no loss there. There's no loss there. Now, with that said, right, what I didn't see is anything that's not cosmetic, right? So we see costumes, right? We see costumes that you may or may not want, that you don't exactly need in the game to make your character look cool. There's a bunch of Chocobo stuff. Let's look at all items, right? And then we'll do. I would argue that the woman's attire might be a little bit more expensive, but it seems like there is an $18 men's suit and an $18 woman, right? So it seems like they're roughly the same price. I would like to look at just straight up costumes. That's what I would like to look at. But it doesn't look like that's a. It doesn't look like that's an option, guys. Um, get out of here. Get out of here. All right. Let's see. There's a bunch of stuff that It is purely just cosmetic. It looks like there's nothing like an armor buff, right? Like there's no like, hey, eat this potion and you're like 5% stronger. So far, at least, I don't see any of that. It looks like dyes. There's these things here. I have no idea what they are. Tales of Adventure. Um, I mean, we could click it. One Paladin's Journey. Elegant Platinum Piece. Good work as Associate Offending Coffer. So, okay, we can highlight it. And then let me take a sip of this coffee, guys. All right, so a detailed record of one adventurer's continuing path to becoming a renowned paladin. So detailed, in fact, that all who read it come to swear they experienced the events firsthand. You used to instantly level paladin to 80 and complete all job quests through Worth Fighting For. Cannot be used outside of large settlements. Automatic logout will commence upon usage. And I cannot purchase it. And I believe I cannot purchase it because I have not leveled my own paladin to 80, right? So what I think this does is basically if you like say not just for this job but for any job, you get the job to 80, and then you make an alt character. This would be the way to get all the way to 80. That's what I'm reading at least, right? I could be wrong on this. Now, I'm not sure if this is a flat out level boost. I'm not quite sure if it's a flat out level boost because let's see. If that were the case, I could have easily. Yeah, I do have a character that's like level 70, and if I would have known that was the case, I probably would have just bought it. I'll be honest with you guys, right? People get lazy. These are. Oh, these is journey 1 through 3. Is there one with like a lower level journey that I could possibly purchase and like I'm not gonna buy it right there. I want to see if like what it does for me. No, it doesn't seem like it. It seems like it's only level 30 stuff. I would need someone with some more knowledge because from what I've heard, and I could be wrong, like I said, guys, right? Um, it just makes your job level 80. It doesn't make you level 80 yourself, but you and your job are the same thing, right? You and your job are the same thing. I hear you. I'm in. I'm the kind of guy that like I do like having alts, right? But this is the kind of game where you don't really need an alt unless you're doing RP purpose stuff. But $25 is a lot to level up one job for one alt, right? Because there's multiple jobs. If you're collecting jobs, which if you're making alts, you probably will be collecting jobs. 4 jobs would be $100, right? 2 jobs would be 50, and say you're one of those guys, and there's people out there they like doing this stuff. That's a price of a console, damn near. There's at least 7 jobs in the game, at the very least. So sorry about the background noise, guys, but I can't do anything with that. So I don't know if it actually levels you up. Oh wait, there's some notes here. Let's look at the notes, right? You must have registered a product key, so you have to have the game, yes, blah blah blah. This item cannot be used if you have already completed the level 80 quest. So you can't be level 80 and then buy this by accident. That's actually not bad, right? Yes, yes, we will be trying to save money. Um, the included set of accessories cannot be opened in an instance area. Okay. Use this item and learn everything you need to begin your level as a level 80 black mage. It seems like a level boost, right? Does it not? This item will instantly level black mage to 80. Complete all job quests up through a home for a tome. In order to prepare players for the life of a black mage, those who purchase this item will also receive a crippler. So it's going to give you a costume, right? It's going to give you like a full starter kit. About this item, gear appears differently depending on the character. Yeah, yeah. This head. Uh, I'm inclined to click this. Okay, okay. You see level 1 job using this item. Blah 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 blah. So this seems like a level. This seems like a level skip, right? I could be wrong, guys. And this part will probably be on YouTube. Probably. Um, If you know something I don't, it looks like a level skip. Am I wrong in assuming that? No, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with a level skip. Yeah, I was under the impression that you had to have someone that level first of all, but I guess I was wrong. See, it definitely seems like a level boost though. Now I wonder if this only levels your job up, but you have to play the story, which that might be the case, right? You still have to go to the story mode, which which yuck. But that's something that a lot of games have, right? I'm not necessarily against it. I think we've all skipped our characters. We've all boosted an alternate before. Um, it's not we're not making excuses, but it's not like I'm buying like, hey, buy the wand of obliteration, right? Like buy the wand you could get in the raid and stuff like that. And it is a very hefty price. This might turn people off, regardless. I'm sure a lot of people have bought these adventure these tales of adventure, right? There's no way people have not bought them. No fucking way. Yeah, that is a problem, right? Because I'm trash, but I'm trash by myself, right? I learned how to be trash. I learned my bad rotation. Right, we're still learning our rotation. But this seems just like a level boost. There's no way around it. So we'll just get it back out of that. So yeah, here's the thing though. Are you guys against level boosting, right? I think it depends on the person who's buying the level boost, right? If it's maybe if it's a recurring character that wants to catch up with their friends and stuff like that. It does hurt when you're in there and the person doesn't know their rotation, which I try hard to learn my rotations. I'm not saying like I'm a top tier. You see me messing around with my stuff all the time, always dropping rotation, right? But I don't see gladiators. Hold on, let's take a look at this. I want to see if they're selling actual weapons, right? Like actual weapons with power behind them. This just looks like weapon transmogrifications, right? It doesn't look like I'm buying a OP weapon, right? I see pets. It is pretty predatory, right? All cash shops by nature are pretty much predatory for the most part, right? They're made to draw you in. They have stuff that you um, really really want. Is very brightly colored, right? All this kind of stuff. Uh, Very tempting, right? Why like sit here for hours when you could be just level capped, right? Level capped. There are some good things that I'm seeing out like right now. Like the biggest thing I don't like is you being able to. Let's phrase this better. Let's phrase this better. The thing I don't like the most is you being forced to go into the cash shop, right? Because your character without the cash shop is not powerful, right? I'm a big hater of buying power in the game, and there are some major culprits in this like MMO world, right? DC Universe Online, right? Um, Neverwinter is a big culprit of that as well, with their selling of pets and artifacts and yeah, mostly pets and artifacts, right? And then they are under the habit of, and this is a very disgusting habit. They will have a very OP item out, and then when it's time to make the next one, they will nerf the hell out of the one you bought, but they'll call it adjusting, right? But they didn't adjust it while they were putting all that money in their damn pocket, right? Only when it's time to sell the next thing. So that is one thing that really made me stop playing Neverwinter because I really did like the game. It is very fun combat, very fun combat. But when I sat there and I joined the guild or two and they pulled me into a party, everybody's nice there for the most part. But they were talking about adjusting their gear sets every so often, every few months, and going to the cash shop, and they sounded excited to spend all their damn money on it. It just hit me different. No, I'm not gonna do that, right? So far, this at least seems like it's purely cosmetic, right? It seems like it's a level skip only. It's not like you're buying a whole armor set that gives you like juice and lets you be Mr. OP walking through the game. As far as what I can tell, right? Like we can click weapons, and these weapons look like they are purely cosmetic, from what I see. Right, $3. It's a Reaper's arm resembling a hammer, so it just makes your Reaper's scythe look like this hammer. Right, it doesn't say it comes with any stats. I could be wrong on that. This could be a powerful weapon, but it would tell you. It would more than likely tell you that this weapon is like super strong and that you should buy it. Right, usually. Let's look at what's on sale. Let's see what they do sell. A disgusting chicken soup, some waffles and chocolate. Oh, I think it's the Easter thing going on, so that's why this Easter stuff is here. Stuff that you can live without. There's like some cute bunnies and stuff for your house. Um, uh, um, uh, I don't know if they understand that she shouldn't be riding this egg, or maybe they do understand and they're just geniuses. Well, this young lady's riding a very big vibrating egg, gentlemen. Kinda hot. Mount Egg system. Okay. So there's mounts, guys, right? You don't need mounts. Mounts don't do like they don't boost your power or anything like that, right? So we can let these things pass. Excuse me. I'm so sorry, guys. Um, Earrings. This is really ugly. These are really ugly items for Easter. I don't. I don't want to look at this stuff, right? Because this stuff doesn't sell, in my opinion. Right? We want to look at. Let's look at the best sellers. Fantasia. Fantasia is the biggest, one of the biggest sellers, right? Here, let's have another sip of this. Fantasia is a cool item. It's something that I feel like shouldn't be sold, but a lot of games sell something similar. Let's look at what Fantasia does. A wondrous item for the ultimate makeover. This miraculous vial of Fantasia grants you an opportunity to edit your character's appearance in any fashion you desire. From tiny tweaks in hairstyle or muscle tone to drastic changes in race and gender, this item is perfect for those who made hasty decisions at the character creation screen, or who simply wish to give their online avatar a fresh new look. So what this is a character respec from the ground up, right, for your appearance. This lets you change your gender, this lets you change your race, this lets you change your hairstyle, this lets you change every single thing that you don't like about your character. And it is $10, right? It is $10, which is 1,000 Krista, right? And 1,000 Krista, if you were getting that, would be taxed on top of that. So it's $10 a pop. So say you want to make a tiny, tiny tweak on your character. Maybe you messed up the skin tone a little bit. You gotta spend $10 to fix that. Now they do give you one file of Fantasia for free, which for people who love editing their characters and they know this, one little Fantasia is not enough, right? So if you change your character 5 times, that's $50, or if you change them 6, 7 times, $70 plus tax. They do sell these Fantasias in packs. I'm pretty sure on that at a discounted bundle, but um, I don't like that. I don't like that. And but they're gonna make money somehow. I shut up. Shut up. My stream. Let's see. Mount there's balloons. With that said, if you really go with the character create and you make Mr. Perfect the first time, you don't have to spend this money ever. Right. That is why, if you noticed, I will delete my character very early and start over, is because I know this is coming. I know this is coming. That's why I don't try to get too far, and I'm like mostly happy with the way he looks. Um, Here's a mount, right? Here's a costume from an NPC. Here's some emotes, stuff you don't need, right? The dye is debatable whether you need or not. If you're like a costume junkie, you're gonna need this stuff, and it's 10 pots of jet black dye, 750, right? And this is the thing. This is something I really hate. And I'm gonna keep going back to it. Is that there is no 750 worth of Krista. All right, there's $5 and there's $10, so you have to buy $10 worth of Krista. to get that die pack. They don't do you any favors. Fuck you, sir. You're not allowed to buy 750. Now, I could be wrong. I don't think I am, but I could be wrong. So if you have some corrections for me, sirs and gentlewomen's, feel free to let me know. Right? And then I will retract my statements and apologize. But for now, I don't like that. Right? There should be like $5 or $10. Right? We can say $1 a pot, and I would be happier with a flat out price that doesn't do this to your wallet. Right? Get a little bit extra out your wallet. Don't like that shit. And here's some Valentine stuff. Here's Tales of Adventure Shadowbringers. Let's see what it does because I have no idea. This item will not raise your character's level. You must have the game. Tales of Adventure Shadowbringers will complete all quests for the designated job up to and including the relevant role quests in Shadowbringers. So, this boost all my characters? I mean, this boost all my jobs up into Heavensward? This is something I actually don't understand. This item will instantly complete all main scenarios. So this pushes you through the story. This item will instantly complete all main scenario quests through. Oh my god, I kind of want this shit. I'm over here complaining, but this is something I do not like the main story. I don't like Rome Reborn, guys, but we're gonna do it. This will complete all main scenario quests up through Death unto Dawn, allowing players to immediately begin through the main scenario. So this just brings you to the Endwalker. It brings you to Endwalker, so it probably is a level boost, right? Because it's not going to leave you level 1 and then you're walking around Endwalker getting your head caved in. New players looking to jump straight into Endwalker or enjoy adventures with friends already playing, right? So it's made to catch up to people or, just boost your damn character. They give you some stuff because you just can't, there's no way you could go be level 1 with your level 1 gear going up in there. It's not going to be fun. You'll get mad and want your money back, right? So they give you some gear. And that is $25, my friends. And guess what? There's $20 here and 5, so you have to do it like this, which is taxed each time, guys, as far as I know. Right, and you need the Krista. And they don't tell you, so here's another thing. They don't tell you the price on Krista. Right, so you could get confused. I'm dumb. My brain don't got that many wrinkles, right? So say I looked at this and then I just hit, okay, cool, add to cart. Now, will it just give me the $25 worth of Krista because I put my information in there, or will it make me buy the Krista and then I get dumbified, right? I go back to stupid because that's my natural state, right? You know how there's the avatar state, there's the Frank Gallo state, and it's not smart, right? And then I get confused and then I buy the wrong Krista. Right. Instead of just them saying, "Here's $25. Give me $25, dummy." Right? Which is, some people are gonna say that's on me, but I don't like that. I don't think there should be some fake currency to begin with. Don't like it, sir. So there's basically level skips. What I'm getting from this, there's basically level skips, mounts, emotes, stuff for your house, right? And these attires, a lot of them, it is up to you whether you like them or not, right? These things are not my fashion taste, not at all. But just because they're not mine doesn't mean they're not somebody else's, right? Promise of Devotion. This looks like a marriage kit. Yeah, you can get married in this game, and marriage is a big, big ceremony. This is something I would actually buy, I'll be honest with you guys. It's a flat $20. I think you need to do special things to get the eternal bonding ceremony started. I don't know enough about marriage, so yeah, the state did that because there was no taxes for a long time for video games, if you remember, right? And then New York, wherever you're at, they're like, wait a minute, we could be getting in on this money. You're not giving us our money, right? They're like, you're not getting us our cut. So we can't really blame them because they're getting taxed, so they need us to pay our tax. So that's how it is. It's different depending on where you live. It's a little bit more, a little bit less. I'm in New York, so it's a little bit more, guys, right? A little bit more. But eternal bonding, guys, right? This is to get married to someone, your loved one, or whoever you want to get married to, right? This is something I'll actually buy if my girlfriend played the game. I miss that lady. I miss that lady. I wonder how she is and what she's doing. She's over here in this tab. As you can see, I'm not getting any messages, so she's over there somewhere doing something. But if she played games, I would definitely eternally bond with her, right? And then I don't know what it does. I don't know what eternal bonding does for your character. Does it give you an experience bonus? Let's take a look at that first of all. They'll get there. They're gonna get there. Trust me. Everybody wants their pound of flesh, so you're gonna end up paying up the ass. It's all on us, right? The regular consumers, the little guys. I'm sorry, I was having some more coffee. Also, I'm sorry for the background noise, guys. Most of you guys know I'm not in a good situation, right? So I'm here with some shitty people that don't respect other people's privacy, right? So they have this volume super loud everywhere. Let's just take a quick look at the overview. I just want to see what the actual bondage part does of being married. The eternal bond. Okay, so there we go. Special rewards. Over the course of the quest, you and your partner will receive a number of rewards, including special rings and desire to be used. So that, uh, you can choose from one to three plans. They call us gold and platinum. Standard plan. You get special hairstyles. Well, I don't see if it gives you any stat bonuses. You can get married technically in Elder Scrolls Online, right? And it gives you an experience bonus whenever you're partnered up with that person. Doesn't seem like anything noteworthy here. Probably just for fun. It's probably just for fun, guys. As far as I can tell, right? But there's emotes, there's these retainers, people. I don't know enough about retainers to speak on them. To be honest with you guys. Um, yeah, it's just a lot of costumes. So it's a very expensive costumes, which I'm not mad at or love, right? Because a lot of these costumes. Let's take a look at the recommended. They recommend Fantasia. They recommend retainer stuff, some costumes. A lot of the costumes, it's not my style personally, right? So I do have to stress that. Like I see people wearing these things all the time, doing these emotes, but they're not for me. Right? There's music. Oh my God, there's a motorcycle. It is $30. Oh my God, there's a whale. It's $42. There's a $42 amount here, and it's the lunar whale. Do you guys know what the lunar whale is? The lunar whale is a ship you can use in Final Fantasy II in the US. It's also known as Final Fantasy IV. And it's a ship that looks like a whale, and you can use it to travel between the moon and back. It is very expensive for some reason. No party is too full with this larger than life Magitech craft. It carries 8 people. It carries 8 people, but it's fucking $42. I don't. So here's the thing, right? You don't need this. You don't need this at all, right? So although it's expensive, we can't say, everybody has their own amount anyway, so you don't need this big ass amount. This is more just like, yeah, I got it. Um, Now the fact that they make it look so cool, right, and then they put it behind some cash, that's another story. But I'm not gonna buy a mount for $42, right? Even this is pushing it, a $30 motorcycle. And I do believe these are like some of the only mounts, the only way to get some of these mounts. I could be wrong on that. I stressed that, right? I could be wrong, but a lot of these cash op stuff you can't get in the regular game at all, from what I understand. Right, there's a motorcycle, and motorcycles are cool. People like them, right? This looks like Cloud's motorcycle from Final Fantasy VII, right? There's a weird owl mount. There's some emotes. The emotes seem like they're cheap. There's a Gundam here. Oh, he's $30. I wonder too. I know the D4 is gonna have like a battle pass, right? So maybe you just have to buy the battle pass. I'm not sure. I'm worried. I'm worried because I do like, yeah, I think everybody likes to have a little bit of dress up, right? A little bit of customization. And I don't like the little bit of customization to be purely locked behind something where I'm going to be paying anyway, you know. Let's look at the costume sets. So there's these fugly things, right? There's some of them are good, right? A lot of the better looking stuff is for females, as you can see. Like, look at this thing. What is she wearing? Dominatrix stuff. Right, it doesn't look quite as good on the guys, I guess. Not really. I don't know. Well, it could be because I'm a guy, right? Maybe females like dressing their guys up like this, right? That's something there. But a lot of the costumes, in my opinion, look better on females, right? Like, look at this stuff. Not really a fan of it, right? This is super cute for females, right? Uh, this is cute for females, right? For females, we don't. Oh, what? Okay, not just not just for females. I stand corrected. It's for everybody. It's available in all sizes. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. They got me there. They got me. But it's mostly costumes and cosmetics, guys. So, with that said, you're now missing out on the cash shop. They only have cosmetics for microtrans. Well, we'll see about that. Didn't they have an extra? I could be wrong, but weren't they selling like a pair of angel wings one time in Diablo? Was it Diablo 3? Maybe it was cheap angel wings, right? I don't remember. Well, all we can do is wait and see. So the cash shop is not too egregious, guys. It is predatory. It is predatory, but you're just buying costumes and you're buying level skips, right? Stuff like that. You're not buying like armor sets and things that make you super powerful. I mean, unless you count a level skip as becoming powerful, which, we can, that's always debatable. That is always debatable. Oh, with that said, though, let us. A pre-order bonus? Yeah, I could have been wrong on that. So it's been a long time since since I played Diablo from the start, like a fresh start. Um, Now what I want to do is open up. There we go. I was trying my hardest to get back to this. Where's my control? Now we can play the game, guys. Right? I thought it'd just be nice to look at the cash shop and see what the hell is in there and see what they're doing. Um, Not too bad. A bunch of stuff that a lot of people won't buy, right? I'm just glad that they're not selling like gear sets that you can use in the game and make you stronger. Okay, guys, so we're gonna get started on the game finally. There is something we have to decide if we want to do, right? I can probably get rid of Sir Gallows, but I want to keep the name Sir Gallows, right? So I don't want anybody to get it. I'm a big fan of this name. Makes me feel like a knight, and I prefer. I will be honest. I prefer in the game for them not to keep calling me Frank all the time by my first name. So I like Sir or Sir, like with an I or E, right? Like by a title. But I would have to be mostly a knight all the time for this. So I think it might be time to delete him. We'll leave him for later, and I'll get rid of him on my own leisure. But he might be going bye bye. Right? He's already been way overshadowed by my main character here. We're in a queue. I guess we'll wait. I guess we'll wait, guys. And it is time to turn on the camera. I hope I look okay. Let me see. Let's take a look. I look as bummy as I always do. Let's turn that on. There we go, guys. Hello. It's time to get playing video games. It's time to get playing, right? I should have got some water. I'm already feeling dry. I probably should have never quenched my thirst with that coffee. Where are we? What was I doing? Oh, we have to kill some Ziz, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, I remember. We have to kill some Ziz. I think those are just like some lizard-looking things. And something important you should do, guys, is make sure you have a meal. You can buy a cheat meal or whatever, but you want to have it because of the if you look at the bottom left-hand side, there's an experience bonus, right? So that all this experience buffs like stack, right? So we have the well-fed, and then if you're in a guild, you have the heat of battle, right? So you get some stuff. I think you just being subscribed gives you some bonus experience too. Could be wrong on that, guys. Um, okay, I think we're gonna start it. Am I going the right way? I am. Oh man, here we are again playing this game, trying to catch up, trying to catch up. And there they are. Okay, my mount still has about an hour. Let's get rid of this shroud here, which I think is just a giant silverfish. You know how I feel about bugs, guys. You get it on site. I have been practicing on my rotation, by the way, but it's still not really down packed. You just want to hit as hard as you can out the gate. That's what it seems like, right? You just want to hit as hard as you can, right? I've been watching a little bit of YouTube. I will admit that. We're trying to like get to the game at a comfortable level and speed. I don't want to sit here banging my head against the wall because we have to get to the damn DLC. Then we got to make it there. So, what I found out is that you know if you're watching my Black Mage mechanic, we need these 3 pips as quickly as possible because when that is boosted to the max, that's when you're doing your maximum damage, right? So you set up with Fire 3, and then if you can a Thunder to kind of just get your mana going a little bit, right? And then you cast a bunch of Fire 1s because you casting a Fire 3 will max this out immediately, right? And then once you get low on your fires, you switch over to your ice. You do Blizzard 3, and that'll bring your mana back up, right? And then you can do a Thunder or like a Blizzard, right? So you do like Blizzard, Thunder, Blizzard, and then you go back into your fires. And since we're just in the game leveling up, by the time we do all that, they'll be dead. That's more for like once we start getting into raids, I believe. But it's good to keep in practice now and start out with like a nice big heavy Hadouken, right? Let him have it. That's from what I understand. It's kind of a complicated rotation. I wouldn't recommend this class for new people unless like you just want to be a mage flat out. I'd recommend like the Arcanist. No, I'm saying it wrong. I don't want to say you guys are down the wrong path. So let's take a look at my classes before we get started. Yes, the Arcanist. That is the pet class, but you do they did rework it so you mostly summon. You mostly like cast spells, and those spells come out in the form of summons, and you cast them a little bit quicker, I think at least. Where are these guys? Oh, they're beneath me. Uh, why are they making me walk? Oh, okay, that works. They're still above me. You guys see that? They're still above me. Well, let's hit him with a fireball. Right, we hit him with this big fireball here. Cast a thunder. Right now we're doing maximum damage. Okay. I mean, I think they are up there. Maybe they just needed a respawn. We're wasting time. I'm getting annoyed. I'm getting annoyed, and it looks like we're gonna have a hard time getting back up there, so let's just go this way. Even this looks like I'm gonna leave the whole area, actually. This is the way right here. Alright, alright. Try not to engage with them because I know they're hostile for sure. And there you guys are. Why are they being so difficult with me? No. No. So I have it set to like cast my spell to the closest thing possible. Which is why that's happening. Okay. That shouldn't be it. Thankfully. Whatever. I'm over it. We're just gonna drop down. All right. She wearing glasses or goggles? Let's take a look at her. Goggles. Okay. So we have two quests here. What do you have? Seems like we should probably do Rock of Rancor, right? Because that's what it says over here. That's the next main scenario quest. So let's just do that one. Right, we're not trying to spend too much time here. We're trying to get in and out. Get leveled up. I forgot about that. Now, I know there's a way to quick cast those ground moves, and that's what I want to do. I don't want to sit there and double tap the button. It's kind of annoying. Um, but we're going to have to do it. I'm still very thankful we have this chocobo. Oh. This is fine, guys. Everything is fine. As far as this part goes, I'm not sure what we need to do per se on this. Throw fire sticks and. So I know there's like, there we go. Okay, not bad. I know that's for immersion, right? It's kind of pointless in my opinion. You go to the thing, you hit the button, you just do the move, right? Just get in and out of there. There's no need to add some stuff on there and make me target shit. For something you're almost never going to do in the game. All right. I'm sure you guys have noticed there's a lot of pointless fetch quests in this game. A lot of them. Like a whole lot. It doesn't look like it matters where we go, alright, so you can just go this way. You know what's funny? I actually had a dream that I don't know if you guys ever seen that video of Asmongold cooking his little steak, his little like $5 steak. I had a dream he made me that steak and then I got real sick. I probably shouldn't be watching any playlists before I go to bed. It's always bad for me. Why does he eat like that? What's wrong with that man? Um, okay, we're done here, so now we can do this one. Right, we're doing these quests as quick as we can. I feel like I'm missing some side dungeons, right? That's something I'll look up later. I feel like I'm missing a lot of them, though. How much would they matter? They will matter later on down the line. Um, because there'll be like certain quests where you need to go into somewhere in particular to either pick something up or check something. And if you don't have that quest, you'll have to do the quest to unlock that quest, right? So that's just some extra steps. Either way, you're gonna have to do at some point in your life in the game. I know it looks like it's down there, but we're just gonna drop down. That is a mighty long drop. Okay, so this is fine. This is fine. All right. Okay. Okay. Easy. Like I said, guys, not into it. I'm a professional after all. Professional streamer. Yeah. Oh, come on. I totally messed up right there. But it's fine. We hit him pretty hard. I have to go back. Everything is annoying me. I haven't had enough caffeine. We are definitely hitting harder though, right? That's something that is not up for debate. I feel pretty powerful. We're already getting low on this egg. Let's eat another egg. This is why I bought a bunch of them, guys, right? You might as well just stack up on like some cheap food while you're leveling up. Food is good for you. Let's get closer to the camera. I need a haircut. I wish I was bald. I'm a minimalist, guys, right? So the less I have to deal with, the better. Okay. Power of deduction. Oh, there you go. Uh-oh. Evil eye. I'm gonna skip all these cutscenes. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anymore. Right, we're just trying to get through this. So I'll give you guys a gist. Something weird's been going on. There's been a lot of like murders, basically. Someone said they seen like a weird eye or a ghost or something like that. So we've been investigating something. Yeah, the guy swears he saw like a spirit or something along the line. So we're checking it out. Of course, it is something bad here, right? It's a monster. Maybe not quite what they thought, but it's still a monster nonetheless. And thankfully there's these branches, which looks like it's made so that you can drop down. So you can drop down and be somewhat close by. Now, I'm not sure if that was on purpose or not. Or we're going to take advantage of it. I'm getting scared. Okay. All right. And there's the culprit. And that evil gaze is which has like been what's been catching people off guard. Quick kill. I'm too lazy for this. We're just gonna teleport. Okay. We are moving pretty quickly. I will admit that. Oh, look at this Chocobo. It's kind of cute. Now we can report our findings, right? It was like one of those evil eye things. Oh, looks like he's had a problem. Skip that. And I do believe she is next to the Conjurer's Guild. Yeah. At least I think so. I was very wrong. By the Adventurers Guild. I went the wrong way, but we're close enough. We're close enough, guys. Right, because I can just walk up these stairs. I go there, cat girl in her. Let's get these guys. Ignore the fact that she's dancing. That is a big lady right there. Oh, she's a rabbit lady. That's your skill. I saw a ninja just standing there. Oh well, he looked kind of cool. There are some cool looking people in the game, honestly. Will be one of them? I don't know about that. Make sure I'm on the right way. Does anybody know about this damn button? There we go. This is a dungeon right here, boys. Level 28 weapon call for. Okay. We're a little bit past the levels that you need for this game, right? You should be around like level 30 or so. We're like level 35. Mostly because we've been eating meals and we're in a guild. And, we have some extra experience bonuses going on. He wants us to investigate the manor, which, we can do that. We can definitely do that. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna get up to the manor and then I'm gonna grab something to drink. And we'll be right back in a few minutes after we make it there, guys. Let's do a mad dash towards it. Okay. All right. I'm good to go. I'm going the right way, please. Please let it be so. No, 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 no. This is the wrong way. So we're gonna have to go up that up the tree roots. Not these though, because they don't lead me anywhere. There's this one right ahead of us. This will get me to where I'm going. You see, when your mount has this speed up though, it's like the best thing in the world. And then they take it away from you, which is the worst thing, and you got to start from scratch. All right, because more than likely when you max on your mount speed, you'll never need to come back to this part of the game. So it's almost worthless at the end of the playthrough to have it like this. What was that for? I almost killed myself. If I could jump down there. Sorry, I'm getting super dry. Right? I really need a drink pretty bad. But I'm thankful the mount speed is there. I don't want to go this way exactly. I want to go. Hmm. Can I bullshit my way up there? No, it doesn't seem like they're gonna let me. Wait a minute. Yep. Uh-huh. Yep. Yes. No. Yes. No. Yep. All right. See, guys, if you get lost, just follow my path. Oh God. Marlboros are a problem. They look very cool though, right? You guys know what Marlboros do. They do the bad breath. He's getting awful close. No, he saw me. Right, there's different like subspecies of Marlboro, so this is a stroper. He looks very intimidating though. And you see they all do the bad breath. I've gotta burn him up now. Gotta burn him up, guys. A lot of them are named after ladies too. Right, so this one is called Jaded Jody. That's like a that is a world event kind of thing, right? That's like a little mini boss. We'll come back to her. And here goes the evil eyes over here. We gotta skip past all these guys. Here's the manor. Here's their spooky setup, right? So here's their Tim Burton-esque, as close as they could get for a game like this. Kind of spooky mansion. Everybody thinks it's haunted, right? Everybody thinks there's something wrong with it. There are some players here, which means that there are people trying to run this event. I mean, event this dungeon, which is good, but I need something to drink, guys, right? So I'll be back. Marlboros, yeah. You guys don't remember Marlboros from the old? They're like in every game. What they do is they come there, they come into battle, right? Usually, this is what they do in games. You'll fight them, right? You'll see a big ass Marlboro there, which they look intimidating. They look cool. I like the design. And then immediately the first move they do is Bad Breath. And what Bad Breath does is hit you with every negative status in the game. So it'll hit you with Toad, it'll hit you with Small, it'll hit you with like it'll like reduce your damage, right? It'll make you take increased damage. It'll poison you. Well, I think that's why it's called a Marlboro. Right? It's spelled like very similar. It's like off by a couple letters. And I think it's spelled like that because it's supposed to be like bad cigarette breath. I think at least I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be like the joke. But they're everybody knows that's what they do. They do the bad breath and they hit you. You see, almost immediately he tried to hit me with some bad breath. But with that said, guys, let us. Yes, yes, right. I think that's the big play on that word. But I'll be back, guys. Let me get something to drink very quickly, and then we can get continue on. Oh, we can get continue. We can continue on with this dungeon. Be right back, guys. Guys, we are back. Let me get situated. Let's get situated, shall we? I'm just kind of a mess. I'm sure you guys have noticed that. Right, that's why we don't move too much. Here, let's turn this on. I need to freshen up a little bit, right? So let's work on our skin. I use a lot of coconut oil, guys, right? So we're gonna apply it just a little bit. Just a little bit. My skin used to be so bad. My skin was horrible. Like I had, I still have rosacea. My flare-ups are not as consistent as they used to be, right? So my skin is really sensitive. And my ex gave me like a light skincare routine, and she got me some black soap, some coconut oil, things like that. And as long as I keep my routine up, I'm pretty much good for the most part, right? But I need something for my face a lot of the time. I've heard it could be bad for your skin, but it's been doing me pretty good for a while, so I'm okay with that. That is why sometimes I look very shiny when we come on to the game. Oh, there's my control. I knew it was there the whole time. Don't judge me. All right, so here we are, we queued up. As you can see there, they already got an in there. That's why you don't see them anymore. So we're gonna have to keep up. Hopefully we don't need a group. I mean, we don't need to go with like the NPCs. So let's get in there. We still have a half hour. This food, I know it like stays for an hour, but an hour passes by very quickly when you're playing this game. So um, try to stack up on. Crap, that was an accident. We have some time to spend, so I mean, I guess we can kill some of these floating eyes. Ah, he flew too far out of the path. I have to be careful because this is like Fire 3 we're casting, right? And the thing about that is that it is AoE, and I don't want to hit too many of these floating eyes. As you can see, guys, we do get rested experience. So when you're like in a central hub or next to one of those big aetheryte crystals, you do start stacking up. You see, like we have kind of like a shadow bar here, right? And that just means we'll get this experience way faster. So if you need to like leave for a while, go get a sandwich, use the bathroom or something, or log out of the game, you might want to rest at a town or next to a giant crystal. Try Aquaphor. I've never heard of Aquaphor. I'll definitely try it out. I'll definitely try it out because it used to be so bad. Like it started getting really bad when I hit like 17, 18 for some reason. Like I never had any skin issues up until then. And then one day I woke up and I didn't look in the mirror or anything, right? Because I got up for school. I just woke up and I went to get some cereal and my face was burning. It was burning, burning, burning. And then go look in the mirror and like the whole like right side of my face was just like red. It felt like it was getting eaten up by itself, and then it wasn't getting better and I had to go to the doctor. He's like, "Oh, you have rosacea." And he didn't really, he just said just try to use things that don't have sense and all this kind of, he gave me some basic bullshit, right? But it was hard to do, especially because I was a teenager and I didn't have like money to buy special brands of stuff. You know, that is the mess of this guy. Someone, she always takes priority. My bad. I'm sorry, guys. I'm checking if. Okay. 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 This is fine, right? This is fine. Let me check the stream. We didn't miss the queue, did we, guys? Let me make sure we didn't miss it. No, we didn't miss it. All right. I need to check. There we go. We're good still. And since we're waiting, right? Let's look up. Let's look up Aqua 4. Aqua 4. Hmm. Okay. I'll have it open in a tab so I don't forget it. Okay, gotcha. Understood. Understood. I can definitely use some extra stuff though, right? It doesn't hurt to try out other things, and I've been using coconut oil and like black soap and stuff like that. It's okay so far. Sometimes I have my bad days, like most people do, right? I do have a shitty quality. Someone withdrew. Well, I do have a shitty quality camera. I'm sure you guys noticed, right? So you don't get to see the imperfections a lot, but I know it's there, and I do shave like basically every other day because I don't really like having a lot of facial hair. Just because me getting enough of it will like irritate my skin. And I think we could skip this cutscene. Yeah, let's skip it. There are people waiting here. Someone withdrew? No, we're okay. This is why I like. This is why I like not being a tank sometimes, right? Because people depend on you to lead the group. And you can see we can't even use our fire through here anymore. Yeah, this is the part. This is the part where like this archer's gonna carry us a lot, just because he can get that damage out while he's moving. Our rotation's all messed up already. Now I'm gonna have to remember my rotation for these low level dungeons because I can't cast what I want to cast, unfortunately. We'll let him get the key. Oh, okay, cool, cool. I like I said, I definitely could use something. I can definitely use something extra. My skin does get horribly dry sometimes. That's a Dark Knight, by the way, guys. I can tell. Okay, there we go. And I think that's an Astrologian. The healer's an Astrologian. That's Archer. Archers are good. They're a great class for dealing damage. Did they not get the key? Oh, well, I'll just follow the tank, right? Oh, okay, fair enough. Carpet stain. it. All right. This guy looks kind of cool, right? This little, he has a little straw hat on. I don't know the name of those hats. Those little Asian hats. Chinese hats? Look, I don't know the name, guys. Don't judge me, please. So I said it looks cool, right? So I'd be happy with that. That is the one thing I really don't like about this class is the way you. By the time my cast comes out, right, and maybe I'm just like setting up wrong. I gotta wait for his ult to end, right? Yeah, it is kind of a big drawback for me, but it's okay. We're doing good, I think. The group is doing good, right? So just be happy with that. As you can see, the archer, you see like those sparks, right? That's his AoE, and it does really good damage. Try my best to be on point. Okay, we're safe. This is where I'm good at, right? When the fight is very stationary. Gives me a chance to focus. Okay. I do need to put the limit break somewhere. But we'll save that for another time. I'll let the archer do the limit breaking. For now. I'm just following the tank, by the way, guys. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Oh, the hat. Okay, I'm sorry. We'll just call it a campaign. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. I could do that too. Oh, crap. Please let me get this cast out. All we could do really is, I guess I'll do a DOT, right? Because he's doing like some wall kind of stuff here. So you see how good that damage is. He's doing a lot of AoE. I'm not mad at him, right? Because definitely helping us out. And I know I have to pop this. I definitely feel weaker in these lower level places, right, where I can't catch my big hitting spells. I should be able to cast one more. Out of range. Yep, okay. We don't have to engage these guys. Well, now we do. If you see me casting that thunder every so often, it's because sometimes we get a free one where to do like it'll spend the whole mana spell, right, and it'll give you all the DLTs at once. So I think it's just fun to do. Pronounce chopping, chopping, chopping. Well, let's try to get this completed. Right, start with this fire spell. Hop on one of those. The Arcanines are a very fun class, right? They're a tank. Right, I'm sure you could tell because he's tanking with it. They're a cool class. I prefer Gunbreaker, but like I would go like Gunbreaker, Dark Knight, and then the other tanks, right? Maybe Gunbreaker, Dark Knight, and then Paladin, because I do like Paladin as well. I started out as a Marauder slash Berserker, whatever you want to call them, warrior. Uh, didn't like it too much, right? I don't like the aesthetic of it, where you just like get the big old axe. But some people like it, and it's not a bad class by any means. Yes, we got a level. Pick up the bloody. Make sure you pick up the bloody parchment, guys. You kind of forget that, and then you're fucked. You gotta come all the way back over. So, I got it. I got it. Everything is fine. Where's your wife from? Right? Because what, Philippines, Thailand? No, don't judge me, guys. I don't know the languages, right? So, oh, they're up there. Crap. Let's make it up there. Someone told me one time they were like, just get a nice lady from the Philippines and you'll be very content. He was a military dude though, right? So he spent a lot of time over there. Indonesia? Okay. That's cool. He's waking up my girlfriend. He's not letting her sleep. This is the boss, guys, right? So we're already at the end. Not bad. I think she's calling a pet. I think you got to be to the edge of the. Oh, I think we weren't supposed to look at his as at his gaze. Right, he hit us with like a status. All right, let's let's get back on track. I mean, I'm messing up my rotation very, very badly. This was my fault. All right, let's do a take two. Right, pop this. Come into this. Drop Blizzard. Transpose. Back to fire. Oh crap. I think you gotta look away from the gaze. There you go. We should have a limit break, right? Oh, we're leaving that for our archer buddy, and I think he's casting it now. He's still coming off it. That was my fault because I looked at him for a split second. But the boss is about to die, right? This is the end of the instance. Okay, we're done there. Yeah, we're good here. You can actually mess up badly with that mechanic, right? Because there's like some enemies you're not supposed to kill, but I think we just overpowered them. A little sloppy, right? I had to get into more instances. Everybody left immediately. Immediately. I'm okay with it though. I got some player recommendations. I would like to spend some time traveling around, right? Maybe sometime in the future. I don't want to be super old and traveling though. Right? I want to. I'm already. I'm already almost there. That's the funny thing. I would like to travel a little bit, see some other places. It's funny because I am Puerto Rican, right? And Puerto Rico's not that far away, and I've only been there a couple times. Uh, Maybe at the max three times I've been to Puerto Rico, and that's when I was a child, and my mom and dad were going there to visit family, or whatever. I haven't been there for a long time, right? And then my abuelo, my granddad, my abuelito. First of all, skip the story, right? He had a bunch of land there that he was gonna give to my mom, and then he did something dumb and he sold the land to move over here. And granted, he did move over here because he wanted to be close to his family, but I think the better gift would have been to save the land to give to your family, right? Because you're an old man already, and we could have used some land, but he wanted to be close to his family, and my mom was happy with that, so I can't really argue that point too much. I think it was probably thought out though, and kind of what's that? Impulsive. It was impulsive, right? Because now he moved over to America and he's like starting over again. He's like 70 plus, right? No money in his pocket. No, I don't know a lick of Spanish. I know like the bad words, right? And I don't know what they all mean necessarily. I know how to say them. But I was first generation, right? I was first generation here. So my mom and dad were from Puerto Rico. They came over here. They had me and my brothers. So I was first generation over here. Um, my mom wanted me to learn Spanish when we were younger, but we just happened to go to a school where it was not really bilingual, right? So we just learned English and that's what stuck, basically. I do need to learn Spanish because my chick is from Mexico, right? And I'm probably going to be spending a lot of time there in the future. So I think it might be beneficial to learn it. Right? That is on the list, right, of things I have to do. That is on the list of things I have to do. Let's see how she's doing real quick, right? Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's surprising, huh? A lot of people, it used to be a problem when I was doing security guard work because they look at my last name. I have like a very, like, if you look at my last name, you're like, oh, you're Latino, right? Basically. And I don't look white, I don't think. Right? I'm light skinned. I'm lighter than most of my kin, but I'm pretty sure the average white person looks at me and they say, you're not white. Right? So they'll send me to sites where they think I could talk Spanish and people are talking to me. I'm like, look, I'm like, what? And then they got to move me around. They used to have to do that. But it's not something I'm against, right? I do want to learn it. I'm gonna have to if I'm gonna be able to live elsewhere and communicate properly. I think that's the right thing to do. It's not right for me to go somewhere and complain that nobody knows English. Although a lot of them over there when I visited did know English, right? So a lot of them didn't, right? So it was kind of like it was kind of 70-30, I guess you would say, right? So 70% just spoke Spanish, and then like 30% were bilingual over there. From what I came across, at least, right? From where we were staying at. All right, we're done here, so let's report. That wasn't bad. I do have to work on my rotation, though, honestly, for this game. With that said, though, we are going to be switching classes once we get to the DLC. I do really want to be an engineer or a machinist. I think it's called machinist, right? You can look at the classes here in your character menu, right? There's a little job tab, classes and jobs, right? So what I want to be is a gunbreaker, and I want to be range DPS. They're nice and right. Everything is nice and organized, right? So the tanks are here, right? Physical range DPS. I want to be a machinist, and for tanking, I want to be gunbreaker, right? So those are the two classes we're going to focus on. But while we're playing the game and having fun and learning things, right? We're going to be black mage for the most part. We're going to be a black mage. Um, report to where is she? Where's that close to? Lancer's got okay, got it. A lot of people are surprised that I don't know that. Um, are we going the right way? Close enough, right? Because we can just go jump over here. I'm glad that actually worked, by the way. I wasn't sure, but it worked. It worked, right? Speedrun strategies. Oh, right, right. So this is something I didn't notice until like recently. We've been getting these little tickets, right? And they let you go to Vesper Bay. And Vesper Bay is where we need to go to talk to Minfilia. If you notice, I've been like taking that Jacobo over there a lot of the time. They've been stacking this up because they knew that it was inconvenient. So we will use them. Right now we're right there, right? And eventually you're not going to need these tickets anymore, so you might as well spend them while you got them. Honestly, guys. Oh, look at this cat lady. I wonder why everybody's watching her. That is NPC though. I think they're like the most popular race in the game. Like just flat out. More than the bunnies. More than the dragons. More than the humans. Alright. There's gonna be story. There is something we can do here, guys. I'm not sure if it's in system, sound settings, graphics, mouse, gamepad, theme, other settings. No. Funny enough, I was looking at the graphic settings somewhere. Where is it? And it's set to high-end laptop. I'm scared. Like just out of curiosity's sake, I do want to click like high desktop. It feels like it's moving a lot slower now, though. The minute I clicked it, um, we'll mess around with that for a little bit. Let's just gonna remember that it was on laptop mode. I don't see much of a difference, right? I think it's because I just need a better graphics card. Let's skip this cutscene. It's not important, guys. And there is something we can do. Before I even did all that, I wanted to go to, I think it's in character configuration. There's a setting where they just scroll through their text by themselves. Right, so let's find that, shall we? Um, I don't know where it's at. I feel like it's in system somewhere, right? Sound settings? No. Okay, I don't fucking know. I give up. We have game to be played. I can't sit here looking through these settings. I'll find it. Is she gonna talk? You gonna talk, lady?
The Maelstrom requests our assistance. Concerning the kobolds they sent such copious notes on, I presume.
I'm hitting all the buttons, by the way, just in case something here works. Nope, that didn't work. There we go. So you can see you can put it on to adjust the speed, right? So we'll do that. And now it just plays by itself.
And no, it has more to do with their findings, which portend
Ah, praise the Lord, we got that. We got that going. Now I can click other stuff right while the game plays itself for me.
has reawakened Titan. Our task will be to slay the Primal. The Maelstrom have sworn support for the endeavor. They are no strangers to the havoc kobolds can wreak. Years before the Grand Company's reformation, two primals, Leviathan and Titan, chanced to converge upon the sea wall, wreaking untold devastation. There, by the grace of the Navigator, were the mercenaries Merlvip hired able to fend them off. Yet it did not take long for the beasts
This is the anime rules, right? You see this lady here,
once more.
Y'shtola?
Thankfully, their second coming was decidedly
Looks
short.
pretty young, right? I think she has like a full-grown daughter.
So long as tormented souls will them to exist, the realm will never be rid of primals.
Could be wrong on that though. They all they all look similar, right? All these cat ladies look alike to me. So I could be wrong. I could be thinking about somebody else, but I think she has a full-grown daughter, and we meet her sometime down the line.
Unlike Ifrit, we know scarcely anything of Titan.
And we could speed this up if I wanted. Right there you go.
Known to have bested him, the modestly named company of
And it just speeds up the time until the bubble transitions into the next speech bubble.
Chronicles. Expect the worst. The Maelstrom's help is of course appreciated, but even if we had their whole armada at our disposal, we could still find ourselves overmatched. A pity the kobolds lack the gentle sensibilities of the sylphs. A peaceful resolution would be more than welcome. The echo will not avail you this time, I fear. If you are to survive, your steel must needs speak for you. No one would think you a coward were you to decline. So you will accept? Thank you.
We can't very well send him to Limsa without Y'shtola, can we, Minfilia?
May I ask that of you, Y'shtola? I never thought it in question.
I'm very hungry.
Ever reliable.
I'm very hungry. It is technically cheat day. I can eat whatever I want, right? So
Win victory.
maybe I should order some food.
You may count on the full support of the scions of the seventh.
I don't know if I should though, right? Money's getting tight. Money's getting tight, and I got stuff I got to do with it. So I'll just think about food.
Go to the Grand Companies, tell them of our plight and solicit their support.
Send word to the students of Baldessian, and Alfino if you would.
I really wanted to be on all day today, but I got so tired. I got up early, right, because they were doing construction, and I got tired. And decided to lay it down. And next thing you know, here we are. Already almost at, it was what, around 8 p.m. We got on, 7 something.
Reach the sailor's ward.
Oh God.
Provision yourself for the
Are they
journey.
done talking yet?
May you walk in the light of the crystal.
We got something here. Your free company attains a rank 20. Action expansion unlocked. I've been noticing the free company's been like adding stuff. Let's see. A social free company. Uh, Actions. So we have Heat of Battle 2. These are inactive. So we have Heat of Battle 2 and Jackpot 2. Increase experience by 10%. We really need to take advantage of that. Well, we have it for 23 hours. Oh, you have to reset it every day. Rank is pretty low. But that's fine, right? As long as we get the bonuses. And see, we can use a couple meals here. I also set it so that the gear doesn't go to my hold on, we'll talk about that. So it doesn't go right to my what is this called? My armory chest. Because this armory chest fills up pretty quickly, right? So all the gear I get goes into my inventory, and then I have the option to put it in my armory chest, which I like a lot better. Why is he so far? Well, we'll just teleport there because we can, right? It is almost 400 gold. This is actually the perfect place to teleport to because a lot of people are in Lemsa. So let's see how the game loads up. I don't think there's going to be any difference until we get a different card, though. It doesn't look like it, huh? Looks mostly the same. This person looks kind of cool. I like the glasses. Very Vash the Stampede, right? Very humanoid typhoon. Here's the thumbnail, guys. On screen. Thumbnail. Right, here's people showing off their fit, their drip, right? Their styles. Right, all this looks like a store-bought costumes, right? Like this one was just in the store, right? We saw this a little bit earlier. There is other ways of making fashion, right? You can collect all these armor pieces and kind of mix and match and dye them. A lot of people will go with just like sets though, and I can't necessarily blame them for that. Right, a lot of just straight up costumes. Dancing cat girls. Someone dressed for the beach. A seagull. I like the seagull. Alright, so I don't think there's much difference in the graphics department, but let's lower the graphics anyway. Because it's been working out pretty well for us, and I don't really want to mess anything up. I don't see any difference. No, everything is fine. Okay. Who do we have to talk to? Yeah, off the costume. Oh, wait a minute. So also, guys, you know how we were getting like seals for our grant company, right? You can spend those seals in I don't want to go back to Olden now, but you can spend them. Let's go to the Off Castle as an example. Because there's grand companies in each area, right? So you can spend those seals and get like armor sets from your grand company. You know, they're not like end game things, but they are very much usable while you're leveling up. We're probably way past the level that we like of any use to us for. But let's take a look. I think the quartermaster has them. Yeah, we can't spend any of these seals because we're not part of this alliance, right? But as you go up in the ranks, you see the gear gets a little bit stronger. So level 40 stuff, right? And then eventually you'll get level 55. And that's about, I think, as high as it. Oh, wait, item level 130. Okay, there's some good stuff here. Right, but it's meant to supplement you, right? It's not meant to be endgame gear. And you get these seals by doing like quests, by doing the bounties here, like you kill certain like monsters and stuff like that, and you'll get a bunch of seals. They're easy to get. You could do a bunch of fates in the world. You know, fates are just open world events, and you'll get a bunch of seals as well. And you could come here and spend them. Now, I like spending them for glamour plates, and I'm not sure if I can get them yet because I think they're like around here somewhere. And I'm not even sure if we're going to see them at this point in the game. But you can purchase glamour plates or glamour prisms, and that's what I spend a lot of my stuff on. It's here somewhere, I promise, guys. You just gotta find it. Um, with that said, I do think there's a couple missions here that we do need to do, and I want to make sure we're not missing anything before we get started. There's the blacksmith over there. There's this. Beauty's only scalp deep. I think that might be a mission we want to get. So let's make sure we get that mission before we head out. And I do like these like costumes here, right? You can get these costumes, and I might get one and turn into fashion. I kind of like the blue one most because it's more like officer looking, right? As you can see, they're auto talking now, which is great because now I'm worry free. I don't gotta hit any buttons. We could slow it down, just one. In case people on YouTube are reading, if you're watching on YouTube, by the way, and you're all the way over here already, I really wish you guys would watch me live. There's a link to my channel in the description of the video, guys. We just run chill streams here. You want to kind of talk, play games, and then play other games and play other games, right? That's what we do here. They're talking about another primal. I think they're talking about Titan because that's going to be the next big boss here. All right, let's speed it up. It's taking too long. I'll bring it to an 8. I think an 8 is fair. All these characters, well, the main characters like the Scions, they get a lot better looking as the game goes on, right? I think your Stola in particular looks very pretty later on, I'm pretty sure. I'm actually trying to rate it. All right. So we have to, oh, we're very far away from everything. So we're gonna have to make our way to maybe Summerford Farms. We can go to Moorbury Docks. It looks like our best bet is to get there from this side, right? Let's make sure. Wait, we have to pick up a quest. I just want to make sure it's the right quest because there is like a. Do we need to do it right now? I'm considering not doing it. So there's a quest where basically you find like a beautician, and he will like. You can summon him to change your hairstyle and your hair color and some of their facial features, but it's not by any means a full respec. So you know what? I think we'll skip that because I want to get as much story as we can out of the way, right? Because we are documenting every bit of story here, and it's not a daunting task, but it's a very long task, which I guess is daunting. We're just trying to get it done, God damn it. We're gonna get it done. That's what we're doing. I do miss my check. All right. I know I don't say this much, right? But usually what we used to do, um, let's find the spot where I can sit for a minute. So I can reminisce, right? Usually what we used to do is that the weekends were like quality time, right? So before I visited over there, right, we communication is key in any kind of long distance thing, right? So it'd always been like a Saturday or Sunday or both days or Friday. We would just like get into a nice party chat or video call or something like that, right? And then we would watch a bunch of stuff together and talk and spend time together. Usually that's what we do every weekend. And then obviously we're not doing that right now, right? Because she's living somewhere else with her family. And she's in one of those big family households where it's kind of hard to have some alone time. And I've been, growing up, I've been in a similar Latino situation, right? That kind of household where everybody's together. Very hard to have some privacy. I do miss it though. I do miss it. That used to be the thing. This is fun too. This is fun too. Hopefully, sometime down the line, things will change back in my favor again. But the only solution to that is to basically, my foreseeable fix for that is to make a lot of money, right? Make a lot of money and have a lot of freedom to do what I want, right? And then things will come after that. Um, what I'm looking for, guys, basically is this Chocobo farm right here, because I just want the Chocobo keep accessible, and then we could push forward with that. There we go. No. Why? Why again? No. All right. All right. We're good. That's all I wanted. It's definitely a lot of work, though, right? Being far apart from each other. I think they are in here. Yep, there they are. He's a farmer guy. That's the farmer gear. These characters do look a little off sometimes, but that's just how it is. And guess what? Now we have to do like chores for them. So now we're gonna do boring shit. At least we get to kill a little bit, but I think they stunned me out of my move. Oh, they're level 30 at least. Okay. I'm okay with this. Everything is a lot better when I can cast My good moves. I wish I could show you guys some pictures, or I would do that, but um, I would need permission. And you know, they're not a public, like, I'm putting myself out in the public, right? Like, that's my own choice, so I can't just do that to someone. Maybe next time I go there, which is not going to be anytime soon, right? I can like turn it into a vlog. I think that might be interesting. I wanted to do that the first time around, but I didn't have any tech on me, and I traveled very light. Yeah. Oh crap. Okay. It's a big monster. And I think this is going to be like the foreseeable future of the streams, guys. Where I'm basically gonna try to stream this as much as I fucking can, because we just, as you can see, there's a lot of filler content first of all, and we got to get through it. It's not gonna it's not gonna do us any good to have like very short streams and do this in like little bursts, because there's so much content here, right? And we're not even at the good stuff yet, not at all. You can keep that. So we can do this as long as we can, even if I have to have the mic off sometimes, even if I'm tired. We're gonna do this as much as we can. Basically, this guy's just being a bum for the most part, so he's making us do all these chores. And I think this is gonna be a contest to see who can destroy a stone quicker. And he's gonna cheat basically. He's gonna try to hit me. He's gonna try to do all this kind of like underhanded stuff. This is kind of a fun quest because I just think it's funny, like the underhanded tactics he uses. Right. So first of all, we have to break our boulders, right? Look at my boulder to the right. I got a giant boulder, and he has that small boulder. And we're not allowed to hurt each other and things like that. He's giving me the rules. Oh crap! I can't use my spells like I want. Okay. All right. And he stunned me, as you can see. Stunned me for no reason. I'm getting majorly interrupted. So we're back on point now. So he's trying to hit me. Funny enough, we don't get those kind of moves. You can see he just dropped a bomb there. He just gave up and dropped the bomb. So we got to destroy this before the bomb goes off, basically. Which means my rotation has to be really on point. 15 seconds. Like 2 seconds a cast. 5 seconds left. Got it. That was actually very close because of my cast time. And he got caught. He's apologizing, right? He got him. I think now we're friends, right? Now we're all buddy. We gotta go to Coast of the Soul. Coast of the Soul was pulled right from Final Fantasy VII, I believe. we're headed there. You know, I do think. Let me check on this real quick, guys. Hold on. Oh, I'm getting hungry. I need a snack. I really wish I would have ordered something earlier, a big old pizza, but there's no point in me ordering like a giant meal now because I usually share with everybody here. I can't eat a whole pizza. I mean, I could eat a whole pizza by myself, but then I'll feel like disgusting fat tits, man. Right? So I'm not gonna do that. Not today. And there's a side mission here. Oh, that's a leave. That's a levy. All right, so let's grab this crystal. And I really want to keep this going as long as we can, right? So what I think we're gonna do is let me grab a snack or something, right? Like I keep my energy up. I don't want to sit here starving. Um, I'll run a playlist while this goes on. We need to eat a meal. We'll save the meal eating until I come back, right? Because I'm just gonna be burning time down. And there's another quest here. What's this? Next step. Alright, so I think I'm just gonna grab something light real quick, guys. Maybe another cup of coffee. Alright, and we'll be back very shortly. I'm not gonna end the stream or anything like that. We're just gonna sit here. Alright, and yeah. So guys, give me just a few minutes. I'm gonna try not to take too long. Maybe 5-10 minutes. 15 at the very, very most. Right, but while we do this, let's open up a playlist. Do you guys actually know what playlist I'm running? I'm running the PlayStation Home music playlist. That is the playlist I usually go to. Alright guys. I'll be right back. Let's a few. I thought. Hold on. Let's get everything set back up. Get this chat back up. All right, guys. We are back. We are back, right? Got my food. Got my food. Where's my? I've been like, there we go. I've been mashing that button, guys. Got my food. I'm hungry, boy. I found the grilled cheese in the fridge, so I'm gonna eat it. And whoever's it was, rest in peace to their hunger, right? Because I'm gonna eat this grilled cheese. And I have some pretzels, so we're gonna eat on stream because I'm just fat. So let's change this stream, shall we, to ASMR or something like that while I eat, and then we can get back into the game shortly. Things I'm doing here. We got to be on as long as we can, guys. All right, so I'm very dedicated to trying to make this thing work, whatever it takes, right? So that's what we're gonna do. You know, whenever I do click this Twitch, I will be honest with you guys. Where's my stream manager? Where's my stream manager at? Uh, Wait, is it right here? There it is. I'm sorry, guys. I'm having a dumb moment. Um, Category. It would be a better thing. ASMR or just chatting. Let's do just chatting for now. And let's also edit the name of the stream. Here we go. So whenever I do like click my Twitch to open it up to get to like the stream manager stuff like that, um, there's always that like I don't know what they're called, like just the girls on Twitch, right? They're like very prominent on my thing. I don't know if I can set that to be like the people that I watch, which is probably just only Max. That way I don't see all these other channels, right? Not that I hate what they're doing, mind you guys, right? It's just I'd rather not have them up, right? Because then I might click them. I'm not supposed to do that kind of thing, so gotta avoid temptation. We have some mini pretzels. I'm hungry. I'm very hungry, guys. See, today's usually my cheat day, right? I'm good all week. Usually good all week, right? So today's the one day that I get to do whatever I want. Usually. And there's no alcohol here. I should have got some damn alcohol. I'm not eating my grilled cheese yet because it's nice and hot. Right. I might turn my camera off for that. I don't want to look like a little piggy. What do you guys think about this game so far? The story is a little slow, I'll admit that, right? But the combat is pretty cool. All right, guys. All right, we're back again. We're back yet again. Okay, back to eating food. I should bring the whole bag here. Right? That might have been a good idea. No, that's not what we do here, guys, right? So I'll tell you what my diet is throughout most of the week, right? Is for the most part, as long as I can afford it, we'll have basically the lunch will be light, like it might be like Cheerios or oatmeal, right? Cup of coffee. I try to keep the sugar to a minimum, right? And then we'll either skip lunch. Usually that's what happens. We skip lunch or breakfast, right? So the first meal is like usually oatmeal or something like that. And then if I can afford it, it'll be like if I do some pre-planning, it'll be like a chicken salad, right? Or a tuna salad or tuna and veggies and that kind of stuff. And then we have like coffee throughout the day. I do my best to not have too much sugar. Sometimes I do need a little bit of sugar though, right? And then that is like what I eat mostly throughout the week. So it'll be like 2 meals. Try to keep it light, right? We don't do snacks during the week. Uh, what does keep my weight up though, I will admit, is sometimes during the week I will drink a lot of alcohol, and there's a lot of calories in alcohol, right? So sometimes I'll get good and drunk, and that is what keeps my weight up a lot of the time. And then on our cheat day, we'll have whatever I want. So I'll have like order a pizza and with some snacks on the side. Right, I'll order Chinese food. I'll order some fast food, or something sloppy, something greasy. Right. And as far as drinks go during the week, like regular drinks, like mostly water. Sometimes for breakfast, I'll have like some OJ, like maybe just a cup, stuff like that. And that's pretty much it. When I stay hungry, I'm always hungry though. I'm always hungry. We try to stay away from sodas as much as we can, unless it's a cheat day, right? Then I'll have like a real soda. I won't have like a diet soda. Nice sugary drink. And then I do my best on the weekend to get back on track, right? So let's say tomorrow I were to order food, I would get like a steamed chicken and broccoli or something like that, right? Something steamed or extremely light. And then we go back to like the regular week where we go back to business as usual. And then every day I'll do. I'm sure you guys have seen in the back. There's like that seat right there. Right. That's my stationary bike. So we do an hour in the stationary bike every day. My quads look pretty good. They could look better because I don't do squats or anything like that. I'm trying to get back into like lifting weights. It's kind of hard because I have I have that arm injury, right? So a lot of the time when I do start lifting weights, my right arm doesn't look anything special because basically they cut the muscle in half and then stitched it back together, right? So it never's gonna look right. My left arm looks a little bit better, but it does make me self-conscious, right? Because it's like I need some symmetry. I think that's the word. I need some symmetry. Right? I can't walk around with a baby right arm and like a nice brolic left arm, but uh, it's something I should start incorporating again. Definitely. Definitely during the week we don't get any McDonald's or anything like that. I wish I could. I used to be like that. I'm just checking if the missus said anything. We can definitely lose some more weight though. There was one point where I was pushing like close to 400 pounds. Right, I was like 370 or something like that. And now we're still like we're like skinny fat. That's the best way I could describe it, right? We're not exactly skinny, but we're no, I can't do that. I do want to look more toned, right? I'm getting older and I can't really afford to have a lot of health issues. Like most Americans, right? I don't want to get diabetes or anything like that, or high blood pressure, and that stuff I have to take into account, right? So I try to exercise at least once a day during the weekdays, right, for about an hour or so. I could probably kick it into 2 hours if I started doing like weights, maybe an hour and a half starting out. The other thing is that I don't like going to the gym because I don't like people looking at me, right? I don't like being in large crowds, right? And a lot of people say, "Oh, they're not gonna look at you," but we've seen all these videos of people uh, recording other people working out, like maybe they're like learning or they're doing the workout wrong and making it viral. So I'd rather not do that. I like working out from home, so maybe I'll get some like extra weights. I have a couple weights, but they're like old and rusted now, and they're not really. I don't think I should be using them because they might just fail on me. Usually don't. Usually don't, but I get very paranoid. I'll admit they usually don't, right? But I go there, I see a lot of these gym fail videos, and it's not it's something that does stick in the back of my mind. I say as I jam pretzels into my damn gullet. I'm more of a workout from home guy though. I don't mind doing the weight thing, right? I just have to have it, and the biggest part is what making the time and actually doing it. I just got to make sure I do it. There was one point when I was really, really skinny, but it wasn't sustainable. Like I was basically just starving myself. I had like a drawing of the gods though back then. People definitely notice you a lot more when you're in better shape, right? That's the sad truth. I got a lot more attention. But I'm not opposed to it, guys, right? I just probably you just gotta find the right place for me or just get something for home and do that. Maybe I could document it. That might give me an extra little push. Something extra for the channel. I'd have to really still make it look a little bit more nice. Right. I'm a messy guy, so sometimes it doesn't look the best sometimes, right? I'll have a plate. I'll throw that plate over there to the side. Pick it up later. But we're getting there in baby steps, right? It used to look a lot worse. It was not good, right? It was not good because I was at home all the time. I was very depressed and all that kind of stuff. We've been through this story, right? I don't want to say too much, but I came home from that situation and everything was just in shambles. So it's definitely a lot better than it used to be. I will admit that. Right? My groceries is getting cold. I'm glad the game doesn't just kick me out, right? Because I think the wait time is pretty long. I think I could leave it on all night. Not that we're gonna do that. But I've seen people be away all night. Like I'll be doing my story missions, then I come back and they're still standing there. They're doing like a dancey mode. Come back, they're still doing their thing. I know they're not talking because I can see the chat. I'm glad they're not doing that. Hold on, let's take a look at my. Okay. Um, I don't. I don't think so. I don't think so. I could be wrong on that. I want to say, to my knowledge, no. People usually type very quickly, or they'll like be in a Discord call. I think that's what they do. I've never seen like a little microphone symbol over anybody's head, which that could be good and bad at the same time, right? I don't. There's a big reason we did leave Elder Scrolls Online on the Xbox, and it was because of the voice chat. It wasn't good, right? People were playing like rap music, and there's nothing wrong with people playing a little bit of music, but the fact is they're very inconsiderate, right? Like they'll be sitting there, the music is loud as hell, right? And then you might ask them turn it down for a second. You might be well, they're like next to like big central hubs too, right? So short of muting them, you ask them to turn it down. You get all kinds of swear words, right? Shut the fuck up. You don't like it, mute it, motherfucker. All that kind of shit. Which, fair enough, right? But you should be considerate to people that you're playing the game with, right? Uh, lot of racial slurs, right? I can't stream walk by and then someone drops a big old N bomb, and I didn't do it, right? I didn't do anything. They're over there just going crazy for no reason. So I do prefer there to not be voice if I can help it. Because even in Xbox, if you turn the voice off, the chat is so messed up because it's not really optimized for that system. That sometimes it just turns back on by itself for no reason, right? So you'll have everybody muted, turned off. You'll walk by and you'll hear them talking again. You're like, oh, well, this is a thing that's happening, right? That is one of the major reasons I didn't want to play it on Xbox anymore, and also because the computer had mods, right? And I like mods. It definitely, well, it is Xbox, right? So the people they're still playing their Xboxes. It just wasn't a good. Also, the community was bad as well on the Xbox. At least they seemed a little bit nicer on PC. Someone did tell me there's a lot of shitty people there too. I just never came across them yet. But it wasn't good. It wasn't good at all, right? And me like doing this what we're doing now. I can't afford for someone else to do something and then like I don't think you guys are reporting because I'm not doing anything, but someone passing through there be like, oh, you let this stuff fly in your channel, they start complaining. Next thing you know, this channel's gone and I didn't even do anything. We are trying to grow the channel still. We're a small channel, but we're trying to grow it. And I really can't afford that. It's not easy because and like I said, we're little, right? So for me to be able to contest all that kind of stuff, I don't have any pull. I'd have to complain to someone bigger and hope that they see me, which I'm sure they get a lot of people complaining all the time, right? So I'd just be lost in the ocean of little guys. This is not bad grilled cheese. I wonder who brought this over. I hope they're not gonna miss it. It's kind of a big grilled cheese too. I'm okay with it. I'm getting dry though. Modern Warfare was a fun game though, right? I had a lot of fun blowing people up on that game. It's too bad. It is what it is now, right? I haven't played it in years. Any of those Call of Duty games. I used to watch a lot of people that got started off. What didn't like Wings of Redemption get started off there, right? He got it started off on like one of the Modern Warfare games. Woody, right? Woody's gamer tag. I watched a lot of Woody's gamer tag when I was a little bit younger. I remember when he was still working a regular job, right? I think he's transitioned over to YouTube and then he made a pretty good living doing what he's doing now. That's cool. Because I'm pretty sure I remember that video of when he wanted to transition over, he was talking to people. He was talking to his viewers, rather, right? Let's rephrase it. He was talking to his viewers because he was scared. He has a family that he has to worry about, right? So, understandably, he didn't want to jump into YouTube and lose all his health benefits and stuff like that. And then he had a good job. I forgot what he was doing, but he had a pretty good job. It is scary. It's scary when you find something you're passionate about, right? Because none of this stuff is guaranteed, right? People watch you now, and then the next day they don't watch you. That's a scary thing. Your income is not guaranteed, especially if you have a big family. Like I think he had what, a couple kids, a wife. And so like something so much that you're willing to take that risk, it's not easy. I don't know many people that did it. Okay. I'm good for now, right? Let's switch over back to Final Fantasy. Also, guys, I see some new people in the chat. Welcome, welcome, guys. We run a chill stream here. We're just gonna play some Final Fantasy and just kind of talk for a little bit. I'm new to the game still, so if you know any tips, anything like that, feel free to let me know. Feel free to give me a follow. I'm usually here at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, guys. Right, but we're trying to catch up. We're trying to get to the DLCs. We have quite a ways to go. We have quite a ways to go, guys. A lot of stuff to do. Well, also new to this class, right? So, still figuring out decent rotations, how not to waste my mana, that kind of stuff. We're gonna get there. What am I doing? What am I doing to myself? Are you just over there? Are they just down there in the water? Yeah, okay. I think we should kind of pan out a little bit. I think that's good. Oh, right, before we get started, let's eat a couple of eggs. Egg. I also think I gotta get it out of the, hold on, let's get it out of the just chatting section. Doing best to stay on top of all this stuff, right? There we go. This is a scary thing to do, right? Like, I started just because I wanted to get better at talking. I'm very introverted, right? So I want to get better at talking. Things were looking down a little bit for me, right? So sitting here wondering, I'm watching people do this fun thing, and I'm wondering if I could do it, if I'm good enough to hold attention, right? Stutter. I stutter a lot, right? So I thought I should just try it. Right, just try it. Just try the fun thing, see if it works out. And not sit here and wonder, well, I should have tried it. I should have did it. That kind of stuff. Oh, crap. All right. We also got a seminar trip. Kobo again. Let's get our buddy out here. Okay, this is fine, guys. But I'm glad I started doing it, right? Like I said, I watch a lot of Max. I've been casting this so wrong the whole time. Well, it worked out in the end. It worked out in the end. I guess we're okay with this. We didn't have tissue. Luckily, we have a lot of tissues, right? Because my nose gets runny sometimes. Right? I hate going into my story a lot of times, so I just like not say, what was going on with me, and I don't want to sit here wondering, right? Because I'm watching these other people do it. I watched a hell of a lot of Max, like all his live streams I would catch, and I remember, I'm not sure if he still does it. He would like post a YouTube video saying, "Hey, I'm streaming. The date is this and this," and I would just run over to that channel and watch him stream for hours and hours. All these Bloodborne streams, all his Street Fighter streams, or even though I'm not good at the fighting games, where I watched a hell of a lot of Maximilian. A hell of a lot of Maximilian. And it seemed like fun. Right? You can watch people and it seems like fun, and then you try it, and maybe you're not as good as they are, or you're not as established, right? But you all got to start somewhere. Right? You all got to start somewhere. You're not going to start out just being the guy. Okay, let's do this. Right, and if you're nervous about talking, it comes in time. He does every once in a while still. Okay. Okay. He doesn't. I guess he doesn't need to do it anymore, right? He doesn't need to. But I remember when he used to do it like all the time when he was streaming, when he was doing his thing, right when he started. I'm not saying when he started because I think I caught him like when he was already kind of popular, right? Um, but I remember him doing it a lot. I don't see it as much anymore, and I do spend a lot more time on YouTube than than on Twitch these days. I see there's a Chocobo Keep here, so I want to grab that if we haven't already. But it definitely got me through some rough times, I will say. You know, I don't know if people understand, well, streamers understand how important they can be sometimes. Right? Sometimes you need a little positivity, a nice little voice in the background. It does a lot for people. Right, I watched a lot of Maximilian, and then I watched a lot of MXR. And I forgot how I started watching MXR. I think it was just recommended one day. You know, YouTube starts throwing all the stuff at the wall at one point, at some point, right? So I saw like a lot of, you know what it was? I think I remember. Um, I was watching a lot of a guy called um, what was his name? I don't think he's much of a reaction guy anymore. I think his name was Blasphemous. Blasphemous HD. I'm pretty sure that was his channel name, right? He would do a lot of like World Star reactions, right? And I never frequented World Star because that's just not me. But I would watch his videos because he would like laugh very funnily at them. And then since I started watching that channel, they started doing all these reaction. Oh, you might like this, you might like this, you might like this, right? That kind of stuff. And then they started throwing MXR at me, and it was a Skyrim mod, I believe, right? I think it was a Skyrim mod about one of his dungeons, and his girlfriend was reacting to it. And I just started watching their channel a lot, right? And those two channels I probably watched more than anything, right? Maximilian on Twitch and then MXR on YouTube. And I will say again, right? Like it looks fun. I'm sure a lot of people dream about doing this kind of thing, right? Um, I got to tell you though that you dreaming about it is not going to make it happen, right? If you really want to try it, you might as well just do it. And you're going to start out, you might not be so good, right? I'm still learning myself, right? Um, but you got to do the fucking thing. You got to do the fucking thing, right? Because then if you don't, you're always going to sit here wondering. And that comes with a lot of life as well, right? You can't just sit there and dream all the time. Right? You can't want a girlfriend and then sit at home saying you want a girlfriend, right? You got to go out there. You got to try to meet people. I know dating apps aren't ideal, right? But you know, at least if you're on an app or something, at least you're trying. Right? You're not sitting there complaining or crying. All right, so you got to make some effort. Nothing is gonna fall right onto your lap. Sometimes you do get lucky, right? That is true. Sometimes you do get lucky, but usually you gotta try to make it work. And that's for everything, right? You can't say you want to do art and then never draw a damn picture, right? You can't say you want to get good at a game and never play it. So if this is something you want to try and you happen to be watching me for some reason and not watching a big streamer, just try it. Just try it. What's the worst thing that can happen? You make a video? That's like the worst thing that can happen. You make a video. Skip. Skip this cutscene, please. Um, lay hands upon the adamant twist. Like, isn't the adamant twist those big old turtles? Oh, I see one over there. I see one over there. There's one of those big guys. But you know, even if this is the most we end up doing, right? You know, never getting any much bigger. You know, at least we try to do it. Why did I fall down now? I guess I'm close enough anyway, so it's fine. We have some eggs under our belt. We already ate the eggs. I think we're good here. Let's make sure we don't fuck up this rotation, guys, right? You start out with a big fire 3, and you start out with a big fire 3, guys, because it puts all your pips to the top. Right, so now we're doing maximum damage with our fire 1s. That's why we start out with a fire 3. Don't keep casting those fire 3s, because you're going to run out of mana pretty quickly. Right now we're doing some big numbers here. I'm gonna let my Chocobo dust them off. Okay, good. Man, I haven't sat down and watched like just a regular stream in a long time though. Like just from beginning to end like I used to. Maybe when Street Fighter 6 comes around, because that's a giant egg, right? Because I'm pretty interested in that game, but I think I'll be playing it myself as well. Uh-oh, it's a big turtle. Can I get out of there? I barely made it. I think I could cast one more, right? Okay. Switch over. Oh, he died. All right. I just always got to be on point with these rotations. I can't really half-ass it. There are, just talking about streaming and people in general, right? There are people that make me really mad. Right? I think I saw. I'm a big detractor. I will say that out the gate for Darkside Phil. Don't like that guy. I think he's a scumbag. I saw him talking shit about Max. I almost blew up in that. I almost went to that chat and blew the hell up. Right? I almost went in there and subscribed just so I could yell at him. Really pissed me off. I forgot what he said in particular, but I'm sure it's documented somewhere. And at the time when I heard it, I was like, this piece of shit. this freaking guy. All right, let's go back to Forgotten Springs. Can I get there? Okay, let me get there. I think it was last week. I think it was last week. It's on one of those like channels where they catch him. He was talking about Max's dead dog or something like that, or how Max was like he's complaining because Max gets a lot of views and like Max is not even that big a guy to be getting those views, for like fighting games or something like that. He was really salty. He was really salty, and then he talked about the dead dog and stuff like that, and didn't like it. Didn't like it one bit. I think we can do critical hit. We'll just do that. I don't think it's gonna matter too much. Oh, who? Darkside Phil. DSP, Darkside Phil. I'm sure you've seen him in passing all around the place because he's like one of those big lolcows. Right. Is that not what I have on right now? Let's take a look. Okay, we do indeed have that on, so we don't need it. I can get this armor piece, I guess. Oh wait, what am I doing? I didn't even finish the mission. But Phil is one of those guys that complains and begs people for tips and stuff like that. They call him DSP a lot. He's like a big meme at this point, right? He was on the side scrollers a couple weeks ago. His interview didn't go too well, right? Uh, he's been known for being addicted to mobile games. He went bankrupt. Uh, you know, all kinds of stuff. He's that guy that beat it on stream. Yeah, that guy. He's that guy. You know, but he was over there talking shit, and I didn't appreciate it, right? I didn't appreciate that. It was like one of the few times I ever was like really disgusted with someone because people come on here and beg and whatever, you know. It's up to you to give them money or not, right? They come in here and beg, right? Yeah, that's how it is. But he was really salty. Like you could see how salty it was that someone else was getting a lot of attention that he felt like he might have deserved instead of him. That's the way it came off as, right? A lot of unnecessary salt, sir. Okay, where they at? Oh, we gotta wait. Do we have to wait somewhere? Yeah, let's wait. And while we wait, I do need to check on my check here. Oh crap. This is fine, guys, right? This is fine. Oh, he punched the hell out of me. Alright. We made it. We made it. That is one of the few people I actually like really don't like, because other people they do what they do and I don't really pay much mind, right? But I don't like that guy. I don't like that guy one bit. Over here complaining, and he has a pretty good life himself, right? So over here complaining because his life is good, draining people. I wish I had, right, like a little bit of his life. Easy street, easy street, gated community. Wake up, play games all day, right? That's what we're striving to do, right? I don't want to live in a gated community. I don't know about all that stuff. Uh, I do admit I do want this to be the thing, though, right? So we're working hard on that. But I'm not opposed to working hard to get what I want. Use that, guys. Come on. Let's push this story forward. All right, now we can get the thing. So I guess we'll just get the. We'll get the Still Curious, right? Because I don't know if I need it or not. We are going to raise a tank on the side, and I'm not sure if that tank is going to start off very high leveled. When we get Gunbreaker, we're going to get Gunbreaker and use him. And we're going to use the Machinist as well. All right, so hopefully this gear will come in handy for him. If not, then we can just we could just turn it into fashion, or we can sell it. It's not that big a deal. Slay an angler and collect this carcass, right? And as you can see, whenever you get to a new area, you just got to get your reputation up a lot of the time, which means doing chores for them. Uh, at least these are combat. This is what I prefer to have in the game, right? I don't like going somewhere and picking up a cherry or a fucking flower and then coming back and giving them it, right? I'd rather go there, smash a bunch of enemies, right? Burn them real good, then come back. It helps me keep my rotation in mind because we're not the best with this rotation, clearly. So I got to keep using it. It's the only way we're going to get better is through repetition. Successful repetition, mind you guys, right? I can't keep messing up. I think I can get one more cast out. Okay. I do like this class. I do wish the casting was just like a tiny bit faster. Just a little bit faster. I know I can do like some moves where it'll like let me instantly cast some of them, but that's not like all the time thing. Where is this worm? Oh, okay. Okay. I gotta wait. I'm looking forward because we're getting closer and closer to just like being done with this whole Realm Reborn stuff. We still have a ways to go, mind you guys, right? But every mission we do, we get a little bit closer to the end. Which I'm very much okay with. I'm tempted to to just teleport, but we're close enough. All right, I think it's fine. I still have some water. I need to get like a big old giant water bottle, or like or a pitcher, or I get a pitcher full of ice and just sit here and drink it. All right. Oh, you can use these gloves. Okay. We're starting to get low on space too. It's good to like keep it clean while you can. I haven't need this stuff. Wait. Okay, I will need it eventually. So all this stuff goes into armory for now. And then I guess I can we can like get rid of all this stuff in a little while. Right, because I'm not going to be cooking anything. We don't need any of these animal hides or skins. We don't need the honey. Not right now, at least. Or maybe later on down the line when we start learning how to craft properly. But for now, no. That's not going to be a thing at all. Okay. More missions to do. A lot of work to be done in this game. We're the wrong character. We're the wrong class, right? Basically, the goal is we can get this to 50, right? And once we get this class to 50, I believe that um, the Gunbreaker will open up for us. Right, Gunbreaker is a DLC class, guys. Right, let me adjust right for a second. Gunbreaker is a DLC class. It's a tank class, right? It's more of a damage dealing hybrid, but it's a tank class for sure. And it being a DLC class means that you have to get to a certain level first. You have to have the DLC first, right? You get to a certain level, and the class unlocks out in the world somewhere. It is there are only two classes where they lock it behind the not only DLC, but you have to make it to a certain area, right? So as far as Machinist goes and Dark Knight, you will like technically get them once you're a certain level, but you have to make it to a certain part of the story, right? So you would have to beat the whole Realm Reborn and go on to the next area, which will be a little bit. We're going as fast as we can, right? But it's still kind of a little bit of a drag. Um, but that doesn't mean we can't get the other class and start working with that one. And I do believe the only requirement is to get to level 50. Let's just take the fast way back. All right. This is a very nice looking area, by the way, right? Nice beachside area. I wish there was like stuff to do here, though. You know what's funny? If you guys are fans of Final Fantasy VII, the Gold Saucer is in the game, and it is indeed a big old casino. It's just not going to do us any good to go there, so we're not going there right away. We can like explore that sometime down the line. when we have actual time on our hands. Actually, not looking too bad, guys. Right. I'm glad we don't have a silly hat. If we get the whole Black Mage outfit, I'd rather it be the whole outfit together, right? So I want all the pieces combined. I don't want to just have the big old pointy hat and nothing else to show for it. I want the robe too. I want everything. I got this monocle. Monocle's okay. I have to stay on top of being well fed. We're gonna have to buy more food at some point. Oh, he's off in the distance. Okay, this is fine. This guy's a recluse. He's off on his own. There's always something on the weekend. Keep in mind, guys, if you hear sirens and things like that, right? If you're new here, you hear a lot of background noise. I live in New York City. Um, Not the worst part of town, but not the best, right? So you're gonna hear some stuff sometimes. I didn't do anything, right? That, just consider that ambiance for the game, for the stream. We are trying to get out of New York, but that's gonna take some time. I don't know where we're gonna go, but are we not? I don't think we're quite at the part where I think where we're gonna be at. Why is everybody so far? Oh, there's another dungeon over here. Okay, okay, I'm okay with that. Where are we? Can I teleport here? This goes in the soul. No. Wine port is unattuned? Hmm, that's odd. I'm gonna have to get that as well. It's really weird that I don't have it already. I think I could get to wine port from Limsa though, right? So if anything, we'll backtrack to Limsa and then I'll go to wine port from there. Unless it's ale port I'm thinking of, but I think ale port goes to wine port. We'll worry about that later, guys. I'm sorry. We'll worry about all that stuff later. I need some more water. Oh crap. It's fine. It's fine. We try not to. I don't want to leave too much. It doesn't look like I need to kill these guys, right? My hunting log, I still have to like get a lot of kills from my hunting log, but we do that when we come across the enemies, right? No sooner, no later. Wait, what? So I'd have to go down there. Uh, I think that's fine. All right, I think that's fine. Where's my character at again? I think no. Hmm. Hmm. I wonder if I could get to these docks, right, and then come over here. I think that's worth trying out. All right, so we'll just stick to this, like, this other route. So hopefully this is gonna work, right? Hopefully, and it seems like it's supposed to because this is where I was at to begin with, right? So you can use the ferry skipper. He's going to Raincatcher Gully, right? I think I might have almost took the really, really long way around. Right, so now we're right there. Okay. I do want to get to Wineport first, though. That way we're just attuned flat out and I don't forget. Damn frog. They actually do drain quite a bit of health, so I have to be careful. I'm hoping I could squeeze through this passage. Alright. Wait a minute. I went the wrong way anyway. Okay, this is fine. You know why? Because I could queue this up and then go to Wineport. This is Brayflox, guys. He's a cool little goblin. There we go. Alright, so now we have it there. Let's go back to where I want to go. Let's get to that town first, and then we can queue up the dungeon. Uh-oh. Almost there. Alright. Okay. Cool. I think I remember doing a lot of Lev quests here with a buddy of mine when we were like leveling up our alternate classes. Back in the day. Let's get this Chocobo Keep. And the crystal. Alright. Pick you up. Always make sure though you take off the last mission you did. Because there is like a pretty hefty penalty for not joining the group. And it does stack up, so make sure you just take off the last one. I mean, unless you want to run the dungeons all over again. Oh, he's drunk. That's just the boy and his cat girl. I'm roughly close to another level, right? So let me throw the fireball at somebody. The Guardian Empire is over there, guys, by the way. See, that I think they're pretty high-leveled enemies. We won't be dealing with them right now. Can we get these guys? I probably never should have did that. I really missed the rotation there, but it's fine, guys. This is fine. I meant to do it. We'll have to transpose over, though. Get Thunder out. I should be able to get like 3 more out, I think. Or 1. Probably 2 at the most. Alright. I don't think I even need a transpose at this point. I think I could just use my Blizzard 3. Let's find out, shall we? So I'm going to spend almost all my mana. That's a nice Blizzard 3. Nah. Probably not. A lot of these enemies. I think we're almost done. He doesn't count. He cheated his way in here. Go on. That's right there. Oh, I'm out of level. No, I'm out of level because I leveled up once. And I lost all my fire stuff. Okay. Let's cast a big one. Okay. That's good enough. We are still queued up. It might be a little while, right? Because I'm not sure if this is peak time or no. It is a weekend, though. We are DPS, that's the problem. That's the problem. We're going to wait regardless. Almost 40, though. Almost 40. And we do need those, we do need to do more fates because I need a lot of, oops. I need a lot of these company seals just because I'm going to need to spend them at some point. You can cap out as you can see, right? But I'm going to need a lot of them. I'm not sure if we're going to make one of our first, like, 8 the right. I'm not sure what they're called, but you can, like, eventually craft, like, an end game weapon for, like, the first part of the game. I think it's for all parts. I could be wrong. But you need a lot of these seals and stuff like that. You need a lot of marks, tomestones, seals, all that kind of stuff. I think crafting it might take like 2 weeks to do all the missions, but I know it's fun. You'll have the weapon style and all that kind of shit. How long have we been waiting? The average wait time is 8 minutes, right? So we're almost at the average wait time. I have a few more minutes to go. So I guess I'm gonna check on the misses while we do that. Yeah, let's okay. So I guess if it comes down to it, we can do this with like with the computer party, right? I'm never really a fan of that. Just because it does actually, I'm sure you guys have noticed, it takes a lot longer with NPCs. Usually it's because they give you like these slow casting classes, and I think they do that because they're stationary, so it gets you used to like positioning and things like that. At the very least, right? So the guy will fight the mob, he'll stop. Everybody will position themselves properly, and they do move out of the way of mechanics too, right? So it does teach you like slightly. Right, there's nothing better than having just human people go in there and mop stuff up. Okay, I think it might be a few more minutes. Let's take a look at this. Look at the chat. Ah, man. We're gonna be at it for a while, guys. I'm gonna go as long as we can, right? Um, Even if that means eventually, because I will get tired enough, right? Um, I'll come back sometime in the night and I'll just at least stream it. That way we can upload it to YouTube, you know? Even if my camera and mic is off, stuff like that. Because we need to make it through this story. We got to do it. We have to. There's no way around it. And we're not gonna get through it unless we play the game. So that's what we're gonna do, guys. Hopefully we make it through. Yeah, we're gonna do this thing. We're gonna do this thing. It is gonna take a minute though, unfortunately. Let's um let's see if there's anything else we can do in the meantime while we wait, right? That might be a good idea. We have these prisms here. We don't need those. We can solve these silver pieces. A lot of this stuff is not even worth selling, as you can see. It's like for 1 gil, right? So you can like just destroy it if you want. Which I think we're gonna do. We're gonna discard all this. We're not gonna be crafting anything anytime soon, right? There's these dies here. You can hold on to them if you want. I usually put them in my Chocobo saddlebag, so we're probably gonna do that as well. We're just gonna get rid of all the animal parts, the meat, the sinew, the wings. This is for crafting, guys. Crafting and other things that I'm not gonna need to do yet. All this stuff's also 1 gil, so unless you got like 99 or, even that is not gonna be enough to hold on to them in the long run. All right, you hold on to the food, you hold on to some of your potions if you want. I think these aren't really worth it, like the silencing potions, but regular potions, high potions, right? Ethers, they're good to have. Antidotes. At some point you might want to put them on your bar and use them. Right, that's the key to use them. And as far as you like being concerned about getting the animal parts over again, it's very easy. You just go kill the animal, right? So especially when you're a lot higher level these days, you could just walk over to the beginning area, say you need like some sheep fur, and just nuke a bunch of sheep in one shot, right? Boom, and then that's it. You're good. So don't worry about it too much. Right, you're not missing out on anything. And okay, so we got that done. Let's check my Jacobo. There should be something I could do to him here. Jacobo saddlebag, that's what we want here. And basically what I like doing for the Jacobo saddlebag is I like having him hold a lot of the dies, right? So we'll give him some of the stuff that I really know I'm going to use. Like we're probably not going to use, bone white we might use, right? And I try to keep them like semi-organized. I think it might organize it by itself if I hit the sword button. But we're not going to take that risk. And we'll keep the greener ones towards the bottom. The black one though, we need that dark dye. Right, you're gonna be all murdered out with this dark dye right here. So it's an orange dye. Put that there. Okay, and I'm happy with that so far. Just don't forget it's in your Jacobo saddlebag, right? You might forget about that. It's taking a long time though. We've been here 11 minutes. Let's give it like 2 or 3 more minutes, and then we'll just do what we have to do. I'll be honest. This is one where I do actually like this one in particular, right? With the way this mission is, it's not a hard mission by any means, but I think it's better to have like an archer there with me. I need something that makes it for my lack of speed. I think we'll fix some of these moves too, actually. Let's take a look at what we have here. So we have Mono Ward, Lucid Dreaming, Swift Cast. I think we'd be better off with. I didn't mean to do any of that, but Lucid Dreaming could be here. And then we'll Swift Cast here, right? And then, okay, where's it go? Cool. I do think I'm not the right level. Still, right? Like, we're a little bit ahead. So I might be missing some moves. And, yeah, we're missing a fire 3, so that's fine. Let's start off with this, the slower rotation. Jeez, a monkey back here throwing stuff. All right. We have a monk with us. We have these symbols. I'm never gonna remember it. Right, we have a monk. We have paladin, arcanist maybe. Very, very slow. I think I can get one more of these out, but we better be safe. Right, let's just do this early. Can I get this off in time? Nice. All right. I do have to get used to this. I think they call it slide casting, where you can slide at the very end of the cast. Use it for repositioning, basically, or to like just repositioning. We could call it that. And I see I do have monofon here, so let's take advantage of that. I also really have to put on our limit break. That's a big error on my part. This is the kind of fight that's like a lot better for me, right? This nice stationary boss fight. Treasure? See treasure there. Oh, nobody saw that. That was on purpose. Tank is not bad at all. He's not bad at all. my words got switched turned upside down. Pretty good tank. You'd be surprised how things get sometimes. I saw a treasure chest over here. Did nobody get it? He's taking punishment. Definitely a very satisfying fight right now. And mostly because I'm able to like really process my rotation. That's the only way we're gonna learn is to keep doing battles like this, honestly. I may need to focus on these little ads, so let's get some of them down. I'm not sure if I'm even damaging him. Hard to tell. Let's put our limit break on before it's too late. We'll leave it there for now. Oh, easy, easy now. Gotta be careful. Okay. That's kind of the rough part sometimes, right? You just gotta basically just try to make it work. Nothing you can really do about it. Try to slide. It looks like the best bet is to like get as close as you can and then slide towards the very end. probably should have Fire 2 on, but this is how it is right now, so can't really worry about it too much. Uh-oh. I almost royally messed up there, guys. I'm not sure if you noticed what was going on, but I did pop my limit break, but I canceled out of it before it was gonna queue up for itself. It would have been out a whole limit break there. Not ideal. Or you need to save that for the boss. Usually you save for the last boss, or like, usually you save it for the last boss at the end, or you use it on something where you want to get past the mechanic before it even queues up. Right, so if he's gonna do a big AoE and you know you can avoid it, that's when you pop that thing. Right, because it might be troublesome, it might one shot or something like that. Ah, we got caught in the bubble. Not much I can do. I then hope that they get me out of here. Guys? Please? Please, sirs? Oh, no, I'm fucked. So, like, someone else has to come along and hit this bubble, basically. The guy's healing me through it, so, you know, it is what it is, but... I'm just gonna keep casting like a madman. Hopefully, we can get him down. Okay, there we go. So this is how the fight goes. That dragon comes down and just eats this little lizard dude. And then he starts doing dragon breath shit. And we just gotta make it through. He'll leave eventually. Like dragons usually do. You know dragons are pussies, right? This is what dragons do, and this is why I don't like dragons, right? They look cool. They're just a big lizard though, right, with wings on their back. They come on, they fly up, and then go like this. They go, and they breathe all their fire, right? And once they run out of fire, they leave, right? Once they run out of their mana, they dip, and you don't get a chance to retaliate because they use the run mechanic, and just like that dragon did. That's all they do. They catch you from out of bounds, basically, with a big old fireball. Make me mad. I'm getting mad just thinking about these damn dragons. That's for all. That's for almost any dragon. That's what they like doing. You start scrapping, they start crying. Right? You pull out that dragon buster sword. They don't like it. Do I have enough? Can you dust them off? Okay, good. Good. Oh crap. No. Almost messed up so bad. I have to stay on top of that. We have to make it a point that's really out of the way. We're almost done here too. Finally. Finally. Kind of a long dungeon. Kind of, right? Not too bad though. I do like the fights here. I like this dragon. Okay, I don't like dragons, but I like them. Alright, let's get it started. So these things get really, really full in and they pop. And that's just like AoE damage, as you can see. Luckily, we are okay. We are okay. That's not okay, though. I think we'll be fine. Okay. Everything's okay. Oh, this is fine, right, guys? I messed up my rotation on it a little bit, but there's stuff we just gotta get used to. We should be able to get one more. I just wanted to do my lemon break. It's fine. This is like the end of the fight, right? This is the last boss. And I've never seen it before with this class. Okay, cool. Not bad. Not bad at all. Faulty dragon. Dirty lizard. Wings. Cringe. I don't like any of the Lalafels. Let's give it to tank, right? Usually reserve your commendations for the tank or the healer. They do work hard. Let's thank you for party, right? Let's get this loot going. People are staying because there's an orchestral roll there. Someone got it though, not us. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, okay, we got a hat finally. We got a wizard hat, guys. Hold on, let's get into some proper lighting. Let's get into some proper lighting. Sure, why not? Okay. I don't hate it. No, we need like some robes and stuff. That is a fun alert though. I like that one in particular. I do like the way these goblins look in that game. I like their little masks. Right. Very cool looking. Let's get this cutscene though. We're just making friends with them, basically. Can I teleport? Please let me teleport, please. Okay. Perfect. And all that for some like cheese, I think, right? We get some cheese. And we're gonna give it to him. Basically a fetch quest. Let's go. And it doesn't look like we can use any of this, so we'll just take the sabatons. Complete that. We're one level away from level 40. I've never got this far with the Black Mage before. What are we gonna learn next? When it works, like this class, when it works, every move feels good to do, right? Though when you get the fire 3, it hits hard, right? And then you're hitting hard after that, like for forever and ever, and then you just gotta get your rotation down. It does feel pretty good to cast. Oh, we have freeze. Level 40. Deals ice damage with opponents hit 120 target. Can only be executed while under the effect of umbral ice. So we have to have umbral ice to begin with, then we can cast freeze. That's interesting. I'm gonna have to like YouTube all this stuff because I know I'm not gonna figure it out by myself. But it's okay. I'm okay with that. Crap, I just realized we should have ate a meal. What is this? See 2 of these guys. Okay, cool. I feel like I hear someone watching the Ten Commandments movie. That old Ten Commandments movie too. It sounds similar. I hear it off in the distance somewhere. Gotta go to Wineport. Okay. Okay, guess what? We'll just take the ferry back because I don't want to spend too much money. No, you know what? We have an awful lot of it. Doing it. I'm doing it. I'm not sure if you guys noticed as well. All these, I was gonna call them elves and dwarves and hobbits, right? These Lalafell, they have like these weird names that kind of match like with their first name, like Shomani, Lomani. Right. Well, we'll find some more and look at their naming habits. I'm not sure where that's from at all. I really rather they would have put like dwarves in the game from like Final Fantasy IV, right? Everybody uses Laliho in this game to begin with, so they should have just put them in there instead of this class. Um, that's a that's a good looking character right there. Where are you going? She left me, guys. She's gone. Here we go, guys. More nonsense quests. Hey, what? Are you up there somewhere? They're probably up there. Yeah, I do see arrows, so they're up here. Working in the vineyard, probably, right? Uh, what am I missing here? What? Maybe they're further up again. I see them. I've had this camera on low. right? Like Durham, Fullerham, right? Their names, they have like an odd naming scheme to them. I guess if I used a similar name, it would be going by their logic. I'll be Frank Gank. That's not a bad name. Not a bad name at all, actually. There we go. You can see we're just doing nonsense, right? This doesn't matter too much. He's far away. Where are you? Oh, no, he's not that far. Okay. So I think we're gonna do, guys, is we're gonna go to about midnight, which is about 15 more minutes or so. And then I definitely want to keep streaming as long as we can, right? But I'm gonna take like maybe a 30, 40 minute break. We're gonna come back. And we're trying to get as much of this damn story as we can get done. So this is like the new schedule, I guess, is just stream, 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 right? 8 p.m. and stream, 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 and then come back and stream some more. And we're gonna try to catch up with this story. You know, this is gonna be my main character, so I have a lot of work to put in. More than I care to think about, right? We're not gonna think. No thinking aloud. We're just gonna do it. And hopefully I can get back to where I was at. I wasn't too far in the game though. I was only like level 77. I think the cap is like level 90, which sounds like it's a lot still. I could be wrong, right? I never made it to the end of the end game. We were almost there. We're almost there, but not quite. These things are kind of creepy. I don't want to see this thing in real life. It would look very odd. I wonder if there's like one of those realistic, like hyper realistic photos of them somewhere. Almost looks like the Shy Guy a little bit, like a really giant version of him. You know what? Let's just get this frog out the way because it's gonna be annoying. And that's how he's gonna be annoying. So let's just get him down. There really is no point moving unless he's doing like one of those big moves, honestly. Yeah, this is a guy that lives out in the boonies. I'm just giving him a drink. That's all we're doing. And so he can't sleep, right? This mission in particular, he can't sleep because he hears the buzzing of like these mosquitoes. Which I mean, he chose to be out here. Maybe he's really, really crazy though. Seems like he has PTSD. I'm gonna kill 5 of them. Okay. Jacobo, something wrong with him. Oh, he's in healer mode. Okay, that's the problem. Let's get him to fight freely. In healer mode, he does pretty good, right? He heals, but he doesn't do any kind of fighting. He just stands next to you and heals you, which is good and bad at the same time because he does not move out the way of mechanics by himself, right? So you kind of gotta like draw him back a little bit, or else he's just gonna die, which can happen a lot. Trying to cast it before I run out of that buff right there. We made it though. This is fine. All right. We got one more to go, but I think I see them right over there. Okay. Good enough. All right. Collect wine. I think one of the bounties here, there's like a giant jungle cat that like drinking the wine, and you have to kill him, right? Because he's stealing everybody's juice, basically, right? He's stealing their happy juice. I think let's wrap up this mission and then we'll like take a little break, guys. And of course, when you go to collect, I believe there's going to be some enemies that pop out. I think at least I could be wrong on this. You see, we're very much at the edge of the map. Once you hit the edge, it really doesn't let you do. You have like no freedom, basically, right? Kind of just draws you in. I see it down there. Okay. Let's just get this toad out of the way. We got a lot done today. We got a lot done. We still have a lot of ways to go, though, right? We're gonna keep playing tonight. We're gonna be playing for a while, as long as I can play. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna take a break, right? I'm gonna upload this to YouTube. Um, a lot of these ones in particular won't be edited too much unless I need to cut out like some kind of soundtrack or whatever, right? Because this is more for just documentation purposes, and it's also something good to have on the channel. Um, but these are gonna be like such weird consistencies of time, right? Sometimes it'll be like 2 hours, sometimes it'll be like 3 hours, sometimes it might be 4 hours, right? Um, so they're not really gonna be edited at all. If you guys want to see it, right, and you'll find it on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube and you want to see me live, there's a link to my channel in the description of every video, guys. If you don't know who I am, by the way, my name is Frank. Frank Gallows, and I stream every day, guys, or as often as possible. Usually on the weekdays, but we're trying to go as long as we can and get more eyes on us. So consider yourselves lucky, right? You're going to see a lot of me. But usually 8 p.m. Eastern time, that's when you can catch me most of the time, and then we go as long as we can, right? So until they stop like doing construction during the daytime, it's going to be kind of hard to do. So that's when you'll catch me, guys. I do want to say thank you for stopping by. We're going to take a break for a little while, maybe 30 minutes or so, right? 12:30 my time a.m. That's when we're going to come back. Uh, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. I need some water, guys. I'll be back. I'm out. Later, guys. See you.